right. Check 1, 2. We are live for the pre-show.
Hi. I need my headphones. I can't see anything. I'm deaf. I am deaf. Follow me, dog. I am deaf. No. Pharaoh.
What?
Hi.
All right. Do. All right. All right, I just need to fix the camera.
Still is bothering me.
I think it might be that this is normally down a little bit, and I think these are normally lower. I think that's what it was.
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought my height was like, I thought I was shrinking.
I mean, you're not that old yet.
I know, but like this was like.
Can you be Daddy Fox when you get older?
Wow.
Not for you.
No, I don't want you to be my Daddy Fox.
No, it's gonna be for you. Only you.
Fuck. I can't wait. I'm gonna call you Daddy.
Wow. All right.
It's already like 1,000 degrees in here.
It's because you're so hot when you walked in.
Oh wow.
Oh, fuck, that's really hot.
I just want to kill that music so that we don't get fucking YouTube copyright strikes. And
Picture. Porn chat. Telegram.
Bow down now. Bow 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 bow. Bow bow now. All right.
All right, let's.
Hey, CJ, can you tilt the TV back a little bit?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
What?
Reminded me of the.
Oh, fuck you. God damn it. It's like, where'd he go?
Too good.
No, it sucked. It was so good, it sucked.
The flow. I had the flow.
Let the flow be with you. So,
Hey, Farrah, could you hold still for a second?
That's hard for me.
Tilt your head down a little bit. There you go.
so Pharaoh, I have a, I'm gonna call it a complication.
All right, you're good, Farrah.
When don't you? But go on.
So, I'll get more into the show, but I have 3 bottles of Everclear that weren't supposed to be for me, but now they're for me, and I don't know what to do with them.
That's a lot of fuck.
that's a lot of bad nights. Like, too many for me to handle by myself. So this is my complication. I need to know what to do. I know you're the expert.
I don't even think there's any handling to be involved.
All right,
Like,
could you tilt the TV back over there?
Oh yeah, I got you.
Thank you. Woo! All right, cool. So, camera number 1 on Pharaoh is good. Camera number 2 on me is good. Camera number 3, camera number 4, camera number 5. That one's being auto-exposed badly, but I'm not going to bother with it. And then camera
Lizard's light dark.
Bam! We are all good to go, pretty much. So anyway. We are all almost good. Time to put out push notifications. FurCast episode 250 starts now. ! 3. Send to all clients. god, I need to watch Hackers again. That's what that's from. Orbital.
Did we ever talk about the both? We never, because no, we didn't.
No, we never did. I'll add that to the roundup.
We should talk about
I'll
that.
just mention that. Yeah.
Did we ever do the giveaway?
No, I'm gonna do that tonight. I figured it'd be good for episode 250. All right.
The only political related thing that I have that's hysterical is that Germany's already making fun of us
Oh yeah.
and making great commercials.
Hey Pharaoh, I'm gonna shout this out during the show, but this is really cool. This is a picture of a Hillary Clinton campaign. Look at what room they're in. It's Anthrocon.
Make Anthrocon great again?
No, that's not her.
I know.
No. Make Anthrocon stronger together. You could say that. All right. So I'm gonna load that in, good, and load that in, good. All right. Okay, we're almost ready to go. Almost. Oh, I need to put out the metadata that we are live. Let me do that. And that's the part where we say FurCast live. Please send out. Come on, bash script, you can do it. There we go. All right.
Oh.
Did you lose at your game again?
No, I finally beat it.
Oh, really? You finally beat it. All right. I'm just trying to think, because that mic does block CJ's face. But that's okay, because we have CJ's face right there. Yay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I can just move in. Move closer. It's gonna get real close.
All right.
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna move in there.
Just I think.
Actually, I can't move in too far, else I can't see my own screen.
All right.
German, sorry.
So, folks, have you mentioned the idea of having CJ's moan as the app notification for the FurCast?
I'm pretty sure, I don't know if he still does, but Dizzy has my moan as his text notification for Telegram.
Yeah.
And he said it was really funny when he'd be like in like a store and I'd message him. Right. And it'd just be like, ah! Like, it's like, yeah, it was kind of awkward.
Randomly. All right. Mute laptop, mute speakers. We're all good to go, even though there's a ton of people downstairs still.
There's a lot of people downstairs.
Yeah, they were having a drum circle. And there was like 30 people over, and they were all banging away.
How do I do full screen chat?
On the FurCast website, just go to the chat page on the top.
Oh, yeah.
If you go to chat.
I'm there.
Scroll up a little bit, a little above that, above the chat, and there should be like a full screen chat option.
Oh,
Let
wait.
Let me show you. There's /iris right there. Yep.
Gotcha.
Mega Man X.
That's the game you're playing? Tons of people were asking.
Do you like the site?
Well, I'm glad you like the site. Zumaro put a lot of work into it for a pro bono project.
Was it different before? Like more, I don't know. Trying to think of what it was. What was the original template that you showed me with?
I don't remember. I think it was that pretty much. I think we just adjusted it quite a lot over time. But that one, it also is form-fitting as well. Like it's adaptive. So if you
you can use the app to see it.
Yep. But it's responsive. So if you change the size of your browser, it also changes the size of the page. Check the live video page. Try that out. No. Top left. Top left. There you go. And give it a sec to tune in and everything. And that's what it looks like. And we're live right now. Hip, hip, hooray. All right. Almost ready to go, guys. Almost ready to go.
Was it? Well, what was the site that you were going to do that? Like you moved it around so you could like display
Yeah,
things on
that's what that does. Look, go to the gear at the top left of the
okay.
player. Yeah. See, there's different options. You can turn off side by side and. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
This is Pharaoh's first time seeing the FurCast website ever.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
I've heard rumors. They're
All
true.
right.
Stories.
So yeah, we are starting at 100 UTC now because daylight savings time ended in North America. Because God forbid North America, Europe, and Oceania can do daylight savings at the same time. In fact, God forbid most countries in Europe can do daylight savings at the same time. That drives me crazy. When it's like somebody in the UK and I'll be like, oh, you're in the UK, so it's daylight. Wait, no, that's right. You do week. No, wait, no. It's fucking weird. I hate daylight savings. Fuck you, daylight savings time. Go away.
It's pretty gay.
I do not, Ner.
I can't find any news that's not about Hitler.
Okay.
Yeah, Kaiwana, I know New Zealand goes daylight savings for a couple weeks earlier, and then we do it like 2 or 3 weeks later than that. I forget where.
Even Hitler, even History Channel is doing how Hitler became to power after Trump's election. I'm not even joking. It's on right now.
You know it's bad when.
Hey, I'm not complaining. At least History Channel's playing some actual history.
They're like, do you remember? Do you remember? We need to stop playing aliens. We need to stop talking about ancient aliens. We need to teach you things.
You gonna learn today.
That's pretty great. All right. And TC Fox, God forbid countries can even coordinate daylight savings time. God, why do I don't even understand why we have daylight savings anymore. It's like, oh, well, you save electricity because, the lights are on at a different hour. It's like, you really don't, because an air conditioning system and a server rack take like 10 times the amount of power as an LED light bulb. Fucking politics. I hate it. You know what I love about daylight savings time is every single time in every major region in the world, there is a news story about why we still do daylight savings time and if it's worth it anymore. Like literally, like when Australia switches over, their local news station would be like, well, daylight savings time, the debate is coming up on whether or not we should still do it. And then like when Europe does it, like BBC will just be like, well, we're deciding whether daylight savings is still worth it. And like they'll all do like a special on it and then nothing changes. Listen to yourselves. All right. Leaf dust in Arizona. A certain section of Arizona doesn't do it. However, there is a, I believe I think it's a Native American tribal area that does do it, but then the capital of that Native American tribe doesn't do it again. So you can actually drive in your car and pass like 4 different time zones within like an hour if you technically drive along the correct line. It's ridiculous in Arizona. Hawaii doesn't do it either. To keep software engineers employed. Yeah, it does. Oh my god. All right. Okay. I just want to mute that, and then I just want to bring that over onto the TV over there, and I just want to close that. Alright, so if I unmute this. Cool, we have audio. Awesome. Alright, I have no idea what order we're going to go in for the start here, but there's just so much shit in the roundup. It's not even funny.
I'm sure we'll figure it out.
Alright, are you guys ready to start? I think we're pretty much ready to go. We got a decent number of people tuned in and everything. Alright, I'm ready when you guys are.
Dear God.
250.
I just want to aim that a little bit better.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you very much.
What's that?
I did it.
You did it? You beat the game? Oh my god. Actually, Ryu, can you test that mic really quick?
Hello.
Okay, weird lizard noise. All right. Oh god. This is going to be a long show. FurCast episode 250. In just a minute. All right. We're gonna go around the table this way. Okay. So Fair.
You sure?
Yeah.
You positive?
Fair, you're gonna come after me, okay?
I want. Never mind.
we could go around this way. Do you want to do that?
I was gonna make a joke.
Well,
We haven't done that way in a
How
long
about we?
time.
Yeah. Why don't we do that way? You come right after me.
Wait, do you want to
CJ.
like you go and then like he goes and then like he goes and you go again and then I go and then like he'll go again and then
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do exactly
Okay,
that.
and then I'll text
All right.
you to go again.
Yep. All right. Cool. So let's
We'll
let's
just
go.
do this way. Just do this way.
Welcome to FurCast, episode 250. I'm your host this evening, Paradox, the Red Wolf.
I'm your guest, Ryunaro the Furred Lizard.
I'm your host CJ.
I'm your fabulous Blue Fox host, Pharaoh.
I'm your host, Paradox, the Red Wolf.
I'm your host CJ.
I'm your host, Pharaoh.
I'm your host CJ.
I think we need to do the intro. I think we should do the intro again, just in case nobody knows who we are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
So anyway, welcome to episode 250 of this terrible show. that
I'm your
you
host
guys-
CJ. Oh, wait, we were doing.
Oh yeah, we're actually going to do it again. Yeah. Anyway.
Oh my god. Okay.
So
Yeah.
yeah. Welcome to episode 250. Why do you guys still listen to us at this point? I mean, come on. Like, really, 250 episodes and you guys still have not, like, gotten to the point of questioning why you're still here?
Just think, 250 episodes, and now we have American Hitler. So, I mean,
Oh boy.
Quite a week. It has been quite a 2 weeks. Well, first of all, there was Halloween.
Yes.
There was Halloween where
Fuck.
we watched The Boat That Rocked.
Oh wait. Why is Halloween fuck?
because I bought a bunch of candy and no kids came.
True.
So yeah, you guys, I posted a bunch of pictures up on Twitter. I actually don't have those in the roundup, surprisingly. But you guys fursuited around the neighborhood, and
We went-
No. We did, but that's not the reason we did it. We were trying to give out candy, and then no one came.
Well, we were trying to do reverse Halloween. Like, we were walking with candy, giving it to people that were giving out candy. That's what we were doing.
it didn't work well.
It didn't work. People, that one guy, we ran into one guy, like, right in the block over. He's like, no, I don't want your candy. I need to get rid of my candy. And he gave us more candy. We're like, no, we don't want candy.
We're losing this.
Yeah.
This is a never winning battle.
I'd say Halloween for us was a successful loss.
By a game, like, by the standard of we were trying to get rid of candy,
By
and
the
then we
standard of
gained
the game
candy.
we were playing, we
We
lost.
lost.
Oh, yeah.
We lost Halloween.
We lost big time. So there's that.
there you go. Well, so next big thing, new FurCast website. Finally out. We have been waiting quite a while for that. So first of all, holy shit, thank you, Zumoro. He is our web developer. This FurCast website is a pro bono project for him. I cannot believe the amount of time and effort he has put into it. Granted, Zumoro and I both learned quite a lot by putting it in, because for anybody who's ever worked with us before, you know FurCast is a plethora of edge cases that you have to program for, and the website is a great example of one of those. So hopefully it is working good for you guys. It's all responsive design, mobile friendly. It's all HTML5 and HLS based. There's no Flash player anymore, and very soon, possibly the next episode, it's going to have Chromecast support as well. I actually just bought a Chromecast Ultra. I really like it. Yeah, so just shout out to Zumoro for putting so much work into that. If you guys have any issues with the website, like any bugs or anything that you notice that isn't working quite right, just shoot us a message. Maybe, drop me a tweet on Twitter or send us an email or something like that. Next big news, we got a commitment on the house. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we're actually, where are we at now? We're trying to get the insurance settled, right? We just got to sign the paperwork on that,
I think.
And
You forget that I've been in a job that works like 12 hours a day, if not more, and then have like no life. I have the life that you had.
I like how you and your wife were arguing in our group chat about the house. That was pretty funny. You guys were arguing in there. Mm-hmm. But so yeah, we finally got the commitment in the house. New York State has a lot of bureaucracy around buying a house. Like, it takes months to buy a house in New York, and finally all of that is through. So possibly within a week or two, we should have the new place. And then we begin the long process of moving in and building the new studio, which I will be vlogging and putting up on my YouTube channel, so that'll be exciting. Obviously, we're airing at 100 UTC now. Daylight savings ended in North America, and it began in the Southern Hemisphere, but yeah, 100 UTC, so sorry for all the time nonsense, but yeah. Let's see, what else? We made it to 100 patrons on Patreon. So shout out to you guys. We have new Patreon shout outs for this month, so we'll be playing those a little later in the show. CJ, You went to Youmacon. That was the reason we didn't have a show last week.
That was the reason we didn't have a show last week.
How was it going to an anime con instead of a furry con?
Okay. Walking in there was an experience.
Right.
Just because, like, I don't really know how to explain it. You walk in there and, like, okay, there's a lot of people walking around, but, like, I don't know. I felt like the normal person for once, like walking in someplace.
Right.
Because like I've only gone to furry cons for the past like 6 years. That's it, just furry conventions. So, like I'm used to seeing people like in like big animal costumes walking around and like the weird things that furries do because furries are pretty fucking weird. So it was weird walking into an anime con for me and not seeing that sort of stuff, but seeing people like cosplaying and stuff like that,
right?
Which is really cool. Like because like I know what goes into building a fursuit. I know what these people have put into like costumes that they've made.
Yeah.
Like the T-Rex.
Oh
yeah, the T-Rex, yeah. So this is the dance. This is
Blitz and Comet.
Of course they're playing the song.
Yeah, they're Magic Ruined.
Yeah,
they did a set
Ruined.
there.
There's a stage
midnight.
buffer.
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
So
quite
funny
a big-
thing is I actually drove all the way there for their set,
Right.
and I missed it.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Good job.
I got dehydrated because I did.
That is the worst
No.
excuse ever.
Listen, it's true.
Fucking miss a set. I got dehydrated.
It's true. I went to go down to their set. We drank heavily, didn't really eat or drink anything that day, and then fursuited. Bad combination, especially like it wasn't hot, but we fursuited like
I fucking can't get over the T-Rex. Sorry, it's more interesting.
The T-Rex is great.
It's just like
there was like a whole like fucking gang of them. There was like 6 of them, and I was like, no way! I was in heaven. It was great.
The T-Rex right there. Yeah, that's pretty great.
That's incredible.
It's pretty bad audio. But so what was your registration process like?
It was a pain in the ass. It was okay. So no, we were there Saturday afternoon. It was like I think it was like 4:30 or 5 by the time we went to register. And the line outside the reg room was like a mile long. It took about an hour for us to reg. The funny thing was like the line was long outside the room. We get in the room and there's a longer line for reg.
Right.
There's 4 people handling registration, like 4 stations that you could pay. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. Like,
wow.
It was crazy.
So wasn't the reg in like a completely separate building?
Yes,
like,
I'll get to that too. So it was in the GM, like General Motors building in Detroit,
right.
Which I don't know if you've ever been there, but it's a massive place. It's like a hotel, a business building, a convention center, like everything in one. Multiple floors. It's crazy. So we dropped our fursuits off in Adi's room,
right?
Because he's important at that con.
Yeah.
And so we were staying there for the night. So we get up there and we're looking out the window. He had a really nice view on it was like the 41st floor. Like there's the river that separates the U.S. and Canada, and then there's like another building like maybe 6 blocks down. So I'm just talking to him like, "Hey, Adi, I'm like, where do we have to go to reg?" He's like, "That building over there." I'm like, "But wait a sec." I'm like, "This is the convention." He's like, "Yes, but that's the other half." I'm like, hold the fucking phone. Like, there's another half to this convention. He's like, "Yeah, that's where reg is and everything, and here's just like." Kind of like the hotel. I'm like, okay. So that we had to walk like 6 blocks down to go register and wait an hour in this huge line. Ridiculous.
So on your way there, you passed a Chick-fil-A. So for those of you who don't know, we don't really have Chick-fil-A here, right?
No, not at all.
So
this is an Erie.
So
Pennsylvania.
this is CJ's experience seeing a Chick-fil-A for the first time in a long time right here.
Yo, it's about to be lit! What is that? Oh shit! Woo!
That's you finding a chick. That's me. That's you finding.
That's me. Did you get the rest of my snaps from that?
No, I didn't. This was just your Twitter video.
Yeah.
Where you.
Okay.
Oh, it's about to be lit! What is that?
I should have sent you the other ones. I didn't know you were gonna play that, but.
So I mean, you was the Jesus chicken good?
Oh my god, dude, it was delicious. I love Chick-fil-A. Like, I would drive. That's only an hour and a half away. I would drive there every day if I could.
Really?
Like, if it wasn't gonna drain my bank account. Yeah, I love Chick-fil-A. It's so good.
I read up on it. Apparently, the franchise isn't coming here because I guess just bureaucracy with New York State and the location.
Honestly,
and
I'm kind of happy about that because I feel like if they came here, it would like totally ruin the novelty for me. like,
Right.
I like the fact that it's just out of reach, where like I have to drive far to get it.
what is the closest Chick-fil-A? Is it Pennsylvania?
I'm pretty sure it's that one. That one's in Erie.
That one's in Erie.
Yeah, right down the 90.
Oh,
So-
one of these days, maybe you and me should drive down to Erie and we should
should.
just get some Jesus chicken.
We should definitely. I'm totally down for that. Not on
right.
Sunday though; they're closed.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, they're close there.
So Yumacon, yeah, it was crazy. We had a good time. I fursuited. I got dehydrated. I missed the set that I was supposed to go to, but yeah, the whole cosplay thing. Like, I've never been to an anime con. Have you been to an anime con?
I have
anybody?
not. No.
Well, you've been to,
Yep.
right? What did you think about it? Like the whole anime thing? Because like I've only been to furry cons, so like I didn't know really what to expect. Like I said, I felt like the normal person walking into a furry convention, being like, "What is all this?" Like that's how I felt. Even though I'm like, wait, I dress like a dog, so that's never mind. But like, I don't know. Like, did you feel anything weird, or were you just like, "Oh, this is normal"?
I went to E3 too, so
Oh, that's true. Yeah. So that's
More of a
def-
gaming.
yeah. So that was even more weird. So, what game are you from? Nothing.
I'm not. I'm from real life.
I'm from the game that is my life.
You could have made the argument that you're a sim.
They're Sims. I'm actually my own Sims character. Copyright.
It's a different realm,
Yeah, it totally was like
but
way
it's
different.
not. I don't know. I think we didn't have it, so it was like so bizarre for us. I mean, you have people that are like, "Holy shit, there's a big dog animal!"
Yeah.
And then like everyone's running over to take pictures, which is fun because it's like the kind of like a cross beat between actually going fully out in just the wilderness of the actual wild humans.
Well, because like how I felt is like I felt for once like I was the weird one, you know? Like they're like, "Oh, that guy," like one of them. But like it was cool because people were like, "Holy shit, you're like a giant animal. This is awesome." I'm like, "Yeah," but like,
But it's interesting because of the amount
Question though.
of like,
Okay.
were the costumes good though? I mean, like,
yeah, no, they were really good. Like and like a lot of the people you can tell put like a ton of time into them, and I totally appreciate that because like you can. I mean, I know what it takes to build like a fursuit and how
Right.
long that takes. So I'm like, dude, that's awesome.
You felt like the weird one at an anime convention,
Yeah.
yet when you were surrounded by Asians at Niagara Falls and can't escape pictures, you didn't feel like the weird one.
No, I felt like a celebrity.
Oh, so I get what you were. I did not experience that at Anime Con. You're saying that you felt like an outcast, like segregated, like you felt awkward, like you walked into the wrong place.
At the anime con?
Yeah.
No, I didn't feel like awkward. It was just like normally when I get in fursuit, I expect to see other people in fursuit. Like that's my norm. Like you go down the elevator,
oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah,
You know,
so,
and, like-
so you go out and you're looking around, you're like, there's no other.
but I'm like, there's no other fursuits. Like
Yeah.
I'm like, I mean, not. It wasn't just me. There was like 6 of us, but I'm like, we're like the only ones. Like we have to survive. Like that's kind of how it felt. Like
We're endangered.
yeah, and it was like a great feeling, and like everyone like.
We did stay as a pack when we were at the other.
Yeah, so did we. we were.
You
rolling,
don't
like,
separate from the pack.
You don't, because like I'm like, first of all, like I said, the facility was huge. I'm like, if I get separated from you guys, I'm gonna get lost. Like you won't see me tomorrow because I don't know where I'll be. So
You just go around crying. I lost my dog
like,
friends.
there's 2 buildings that this thing was being held in. I'm like, I don't know what's gonna happen, guys. Like,
Yeah,
so we just
yeah.
didn't separate. But no, but like, it was kind of funny. I was kind of being like a little bit of a furry elitist for a sec, because like, okay,
Right.
I like that they put time into their costumes, but what I kind of like more about the furry thing, and is why I think I like still am a furry, is that you spend your time and everything, like putting thought and everything into a character that you create for yourself. You know,
Right.
like Pharaoh, your character is pretty much you, but a blue broken fox, and you know CJ and Paradox, whatever. You know, like those are characters that you created that like are kind of like either, you know, a portrayal of yourself or something
Yeah,
you want to
yeah.
be. Whereas like these people, I say like they're different. Whereas like anime con people, that's still bad. I mean, anyways, you get what I'm saying. They're like making their costumes after like a character that already exists, which I'm like, yeah, that's cool. But like I feel like I just kind of like the furry scene a little better just because like it's more yourself, like it's more personal.
It's more
for you.
unique, yeah.
It's more unique.
And,
yeah.
and the other thing is when you look at a person's costume, you can tell a lot more about them at a furry con. Like, I'm not saying, like, you know, look at someone's fursuit and judge them or anything. I'm just saying, like, when
No,
you look
but-
at, like, well, like a fursuiter that is like a cute fox and they're acting like a cute fox, you kind of learn a little bit more about how they want to be treated and how to talk to them.
Yeah.
Whereas like some person walking around in like a Deadpool costume, Like, I don't know anything about this person. I don't know the way they want to be treated. I don't know how into the character they are.
Deadpool.
You don't, right? Like,
Exactly. Treat
but
him like
no,
Deadpool.
even then though, like a lot of people cosplay as characters because they think the character's cool, but they don't really act it out.
Yeah.
Like I've definitely, like one time I did meet a Deadpool cosplayer that was like very exactly like Deadpool was.
See, that's cool. Like I like
it
that.
is cool,
Like,
but it's like you don't always get that, and that's what I think is kind of cool about furry. You know?
Yeah.
So you were at an anime con saying, "Oh, we're furries," kind of like how people at anime con go to furry cons and say, "Oh, we're animes."
we're anime.
We're animes.
Yeah, that's how it was like, and that was like my first anime con. It was huge. There was, I mean, okay, so we go to Anthrocon,
Right.
6,000 people show up, and we're like, oh, it's a big convention. There was like over 35,000 people at this convention, like
Right.
massive amount of people, and just insane.
So speaking of
good, though.
conventions, I have a picture on the screen of a rally for Hillary Clinton for the 2016 U.S. election, and so there's a lot of people at this rally. But if we zoom in on this picture, take a look at what room this is in. That's the David L. Lawrence Convention Center. That's where Anthrocon is.
Speaking of Anthrocon,
So yeah, this is I believe this is the back. So this is where the stage for Anthrocon would be. This is where all the furries would be dancing, and then down toward here is the front entrance
If
where
only they knew.
you normally would get in. Yeah, that's
insane.
it was just cool to see this and be like, wow, that's actually like the DLCC. And they're pretty
There's
cool
probably
stuff.
still some fur in that room somewhere.
Yeah, I know. So this week, this happened on, I think, Wednesday, I believe. Pharaoh, you and I both saw this. So this is
Still, it takes me an hour and a half to get out of fucking work now.
Oh, really? Because they closed Route 5 still?
It's
Yes.
open.
So this
It was
is
closed still when I
No,
left work
I took
this
it-
afternoon.
Oh, okay. Oh, it opened. I took it here.
So this is a
just
huge
reopened.
abandoned steel mill that just somehow caught fire and burned down. This is like probably about 15 minutes away from where the studio is. The place is called Bethlehem Steel. It was a huge facility, and it closed like way back in the 1970s, but the whole thing went up in flames, and it was huge. I mean, like I remember when I left my house to go to work that morning, and like the whole sky was just smoke, basically. I mean,
Yeah.
it was scary, and it went all the way down to the town where Pharaoh lives.
I was by the Galleria Mall.
Yeah.
On in Cheektowaga,
Right.
and I saw the entire everything. Like all the smoke, everything. It was fucking massive.
This happened the day after Trump won the election, and it. And
Right, and
wait,
it was
wait.
exactly that, yeah.
Over my town, there was just a cloud. It looked like the fucking horsemen of the apocalypse were coming, and I was like, "Oh, good, the apocalypse." Well, that didn't last long.
Yeah, it was like, how does that happen? Like, Trump gets elected, and like, I leave my house to go to work, and the first thing I see is a massive building on fire a town away from me, and I'm like, oh, that's great. Yeah, they evacuated all the schools. They were putting up like air quality monitors everywhere. I mean, it was insane. They brought in like federal help and like every local town's fire department. I mean, it was insane.
I just thought it was funny that I was watching The Last Airbender when all this happened.
Wow.
It was nuts. Yeah, that was freaking. Your videos, by the way, that you were sending us on Telegram.
I was trying to see if I could find them.
I was dying. Like they were so good. And then you started playing all like the perfect songs. You're like, I'll stop the world and melt with you. Like, everything's on fire.
I was stuck in
While
traffic.
this building is just smoldering. Yeah.
I was stuck in traffic watching this buildings explode. And I just stopped, like, because I'm still in standstill traffic. And I was like, what songs do I have? Okay, looking for songs. Then I was like, Great Balls of Fire. There we go. And turned off the radio. And all the cars around me just turn and look and they just start laughing.
Oh my god,
That's great.
Do you have any clips?
I might be able to pull those up in like a break or something because I don't have Telegram on that computer, but I can pull them up in a little bit.
That was so.
they were so funny. Yeah.
I forgot what the other ones I was doing, but I was just sitting there like so pissed. I was mainly just pissed, and I needed something to like avert my anger because I was spending like an hour waiting in traffic just to get to work.
So can I have a little rant about something? Oh, actually, Farrah, you have a package. Why don't you open up this package? I'm gonna go close the door really quick because people are being loud out in the hallway.
Damn people in the hallway.
I know.
Those hallway people.
Human beings. Oh, look.
Do we know what this is?
My Finnegan.
No, we don't know what it is.
Oh, we don't?
Me with cables.
I think he's trying to.
What is it?
Some
Am I allowed to read it?
Is this what Gaia was talking
Under
about?
premium full mirrored aviator sunglasses with flash mirror lens. Oh my god. Oh, it's blue mirror lens. And then somebody got you blue glasses.
Oh my god.
Do I get a contest against CJ and his?
I like when people send us mail that actually just says like Pharaoh Fox on it.
Does it?
Yes.
Yeah, it does.
That's incredible.
It actually says Pharaoh Fox
Say
on it.
anything else? Okay. Yep. So it's just gigantic blue aviators.
So while you're putting those on, can I have a little rant really quick?
Go ahead. I want to see what's in this. Oh, little.
Little thing. Okay, so tons of you guys. I have people. So here's a package of Tim Tams.
You're
right?
addicted.
Right? I know I'm addicted to these, and I bought 3 packages this week, and I've already eaten 2 of them. But anyway, these are Tim Tams. They're these little kind of like chocolate graham cracker cookie type things, and they're from Arnott's in Australia, but they get imported to North America. I think Pepperidge Farms imports them to the U.S., and I think Arnott's actually ships directly to Canada. But anyway, I love these things, and all these people all the time are like, "Oh, Paradox, you can't eat those because you're a wolf, and it's chocolate. You'll die." Bitch! No, I will not, and I am gonna fucking prove it to you. So, a package of Tim Tams is 7 ounces, which is about 200 grams. I personally weigh 105 pounds. Yes, I'm a very small person, which is about 48 kilograms, I think. Which, by the way, is actually close to the size of an actual feral gray wolf, which is funny because I'm supposed to be a red wolf, which is even smaller than that. So, yeah, I'm 100 pounds. So, if we open up this calculator, I have a calculator right here, which lets you calculate the chocolate toxicity. So if we put in my weight, so that's 105 pounds, and then let's see, how many Tim Tams am I eating? So that's 7 ounces, so this is measuring an imperial. So let's do
What's the chocolate
7
type?
ounces. Oh, guess what? None. No symptoms are expected. Bam! I can have as many fucking Tim Tams as I want, bitch.
Wait,
I don't
we
even-
have to
I am so
monitor
sick of. Oh, you know what? Let's double it. Let's
we
say.
have to monitor you closely.
Let's say, and this is with, and first of all, this is assuming that these are 100% chocolate, and they're not 100% chocolate, but let's say they were. Let's say I ate 2 full packages of these in one sitting. So let's double that. Let's do 14 ounces. Oh, look at this. Very mild. Your dog may need medical attention. GI upset, vomiting, shaking. Here's the thing. You find me an average person who can sit down and eat 2 full packages of chocolate cookies and not feel like shit afterwards. Guess what? No one. So,
Oh my god. That was so good.
so stop telling me that I can't have chocolate cookies, you motherfuckers.
Oh my god. You almost spit up your drink.
Just took a sip. I can't detest you there because
You get it, guys? You get it? Good. Jesus.
So anyway, those
Oh,
glasses
what
that you
what was
got.
the meme that started the aviators?
I don't know.
I love you for that. That was so good.
I have all my research prepared. I have it listed in bullet points. By the way, that was using a calculator off petmd.com, a reputable website in veterinary study. So, you know, if you just want to, if you want to make an argument with me, fine. But I don't eat 2 packages of Tim Tams in one sitting.
Put a sticker on the lens and it pisses me off.
Oh, really? They like coated it or whatever in plastic. And that does suck. All right.
Why is this so hard for me?
That was incredible.
So The Boat That Rocked.
Yeah.
It was a good movie.
That was really good. We watched that on Halloween.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really, really good.
I'm glad you guys like. Do you understand why I showed that to you guys?
Oh yeah, totally.
It's literally our lives.
and they're probably furries. Like they have to
Oh,
be
they're
furries.
definitely furries. Yeah. Did you enjoy Pharaoh?
I've seen it. I saw the American version, and then that one was like actually kind of better. But
No, that one was worse. I thought. That one was just edited.
no.
No, he meant the one that we watched.
Oh, the one that we watched was
Yeah.
better. Yeah. So, movie recommendation for you guys, really quick. It's a movie called The Boat That Rocked. The Boat That Rocked is the original release that was in the UK. I think it's a great movie, but the movie failed in the box office because people in the UK complained that the movie was too long. It's like an hour and 15 minutes, I think. So what the directors did is they were nervous about it, so they re-released it in North America with the film edited down, and they took out like all the emotional scenes, and then it got a bad rating in the US for not having like any plot whatsoever. And that movie was called Pirate Radio. So there's Pirate Radio, which is the edited version, and there's The Boat That Rocked, which is the original. I highly recommend the original. So yeah, if you guys want to watch a movie, it's basically a movie about us, or I don't know. Okay, the movie's about the guys in the 1960s who were like on the ship in the middle of the ocean that actually like, they were like the first pirate radio station that like, they broadcast rock and roll to all across the UK before the BBC did. Great story, great movie, highly recommended. And we watched it on Halloween. It was good. And Pharaoh's got I got your camera up there, so Pharaoh's got those glasses there.
Hey, CJ. I got glasses now, too.
I don't even want to look at you. Fuck.
I don't remember what spawned this
The
endeavor.
aviator thing.
What spawned the aviators? What episode spawned the aviators?
I don't remember.
Why did you buy me aviators?
I did not. I did not buy you aviators.
Wasn't talking to you.
Okay, good. Yeah, who did buy him aviators? Don't buy him aviators. Don't enable him.
I just imagine like in the new studio in the new house, there's just gonna be a shelf with all these blue glasses on it.
Oh no. You know what you just did?
Yeah.
Now we're just gonna get a shit ton of aviators. Blue aviators sent to us.
Do you want to know who it was?
What?
It was Gaia.
Gaia?
Yeah.
Oh, Gaia Wellen.
Yeah.
Oh, shout out to Gaia Wellen. Yeah. That's awesome.
Thank you for the aviators.
Don't enable Pharaoh ever.
So, we're going to be giving away a video game, by the way, at the end of the show, Gears of War 3. I know I've said that the past few shows, but we're actually going to do it this time. So stay tuned to the post show where we'll give away a token for
If he
it.
forgets again, it's mine.
Yeah, if I forget, then it's his. Sorry, because we forgot the last few times. All right, you guys want to go through the roundup? Finally, the crazy link roundup.
I added a video at the very end, too.
Oh, you did?
Are we ready?
It's a quick one. I'm not sure if you loaded it up. That's why I was messaging you
Never too soon.
with my voice.
Oh, it is? All right, cool. I got that loaded up there. Let me just see here. Okay. All right, so first thing in the roundup was the Chick-fil-A thing. We already played that. And next thing was the Bethlehem Steel Site burning. So this, oh my god, this Fox fursuit is so cute, and it's up for auction, and it's got like a very short amount of time left, 2 days. So yeah, if you have
$2,000.
if you have $2,000,
Can we go through pictures? Are there more pictures?
Yes, there are some more pictures.
Can we
Let's
definitely
see.
look at those?
Look how cool. It is a very cute suit.
Yeah, it is. I agree.
It's very cute.
Aww.
Yeah. So yeah, maybe pick that up before MFF. Might be a good suit.
If whoever picks that up before MFF, I will snuggle you.
It's a Fox fursuit by I Squeaky Pinky, by the way, for sale by owner. This was pretty great. So, Soulfire Jackal. I figured I would share this with you guys because we didn't do Extra Life. For part of the Extra Life campaign, they stopped playing video games and went to the store to get snacks. And there's a pretty great YouTube video of them going to the store in fursuit and going around the store shopping. And I'm not going to play the whole thing, but it is a pretty cute video if you want to see a jackal fursuiting. And of course, tons of people in the grocery store were like, oh my god, that's so cool. So,
I like his walk.
yeah.
He's got a really nice walk.
It's a nice, like, sway.
Yeah.
They need to get the... Oh, there you go. There you go. Get the tail swaying down there. So, shout out to Adjective Species. They turned 5. This is actually like a week or
Is
two
that like
ago,
in
but-
dog years or like?
Probably in dog years.
Okay.
I would think it's in dog years. And speaking of achievements, the furry subreddit /r/furry got to 30,000 subscribers. I actually don't browse r/furry, but I think IoT Shep is one of the admins, so shout out to him. I think he tunes into the show once in a while. But yeah, 30,000 furries on Reddit. That's pretty crazy. And that's just my stupid plugin telling me something. So this was going around. I don't know if you guys saw this.
Nope.
The John Lewis Christmas advert. I feel bad for audio listeners who can't see this, but essentially it's this really interesting TV commercial involving this trampoline that gets set up and these animals. I'm not sure. I would assume the whole commercial's CG.
Foxes.
Oh my god, that's adorable. He jumped. Oh my god, they're jumping.
And there's real videos of this happening too. Of
Foxes love trampolines.
Yeah. This is all CG.
What more can your love do for me? When will love be through with me? Why live life from dream to dream and dread the day when
It's just, I like that. I thought it was a good commercial though.
That's so cute.
one day I'll fly away, leave all this to yesterday. dream and dread the day when dreams.
I can't believe Christmas is coming up already. It's not even fucking Thanksgiving here in North America or in the U.S. yet. Actually,
That commercial's adorable.
Didn't Thanksgiving just happen in Canada? I forget when Thanksgiving is in Canada.
Yeah,
I think it did. Yeah.
I think it did
last
already,
month.
yeah, last month. So this is pretty great. So this is the making of Dreamcatcher with Easy Wolf and Foxamore. And Easy Wolf tweeted this. So this is the behind the scenes of them making the shoot. And the tweet said, when you accidentally start a howl in the middle of your shooting your music video. So they're at a wolf conservation park. And they started a howl. So yeah, don't start a howl while you're trying to shoot a music video. They just keep going for like 5 minutes. It's pretty great. But if you want to watch all the behind the scenes of the making of that music video, it is on Easy Wolf's YouTube channel. I highly recommend checking that out. Next, what do we got? Oh yeah, this is creepy. Just kind of a cringe warning for you guys out there. A bunch of furries found mushrooms. Real mushrooms growing in the hotel room of their FurPock hotel room. They found several of them. There's a few little ones that are kind of like were cropping up in the corner. And
What?
yeah, I don't know if there's like a water leak or something and somehow they got there, but yeah.
They put the do not disturb with it. That's Zarky, of course. That'd be something Zarky would do.
Yeah, so this is on Zarky's
Zarky.
Twitter there. But yeah, it just like, what the hell? Like, I don't even...
That's great.
Yeah, so sorry about that cringe warning. I know it's a little ridiculous. There was the rally, the picture we showed off earlier. I just wanted to shout this out. FurCons, as in FurConz, C-O-N-Z, on Twitter, is a furry con in New Zealand. I just wanted to shout it out because I found their Twitter and I thought it was cool. Shout out to all the New Zealand furs who tune in. Etsy. This is cool. It's some animal jewelry. We'll have links in the show notes, but it might be a good Christmas or Thanksgiving gift for somebody. If anybody wants any of that, I figured I would just throw it in. Next is... Oh yeah, the official MFF hashtag is #FurFest. It's not MWFF anymore.
Well,
and I actually have confirmation from the actual FurFest Twitter that it's #FurFest.
Definitely not going to remember that while I'm drunk.
Yeah. This was pretty ridiculous. So ESPN put out this weird tweet.
108 years since the Cubs won the World Series.
Yeah, this was for the Cubs winning the World Series, and
This is what
then this
started
happens.
the chaos of the...
since last butt fumble. 0 since last work. So it was just kind of a random tweet from ESPN. I don't know if that was an actual... Does anybody recognize that? I imagine it's just a team mascot.
I think it's actually their mascot costume. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like a pretty good suit actually, surprisingly. But that was on the ESPN Twitter, so figured we'd shout that out. So you guys know Milo? Remember that guy that got brought up a few shows ago?
No.
Some person...
All right, I think I can do another couple. Is that oh, it's a furry at the back. Oh, look at you. Yeah. Oh, no, I saw you earlier. Yes.
Meow, 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 meow. Can you hear?
Are you fresh from yiffing?
Yeah.
Have you been yiffing today? He doesn't know what it is, you see. You've come in a furry outfit and you don't even know what furry sex is. Do your homework, sir.
Milo, you are stunning and brave. Your charisma is only matched
There's the suitor
by
right there, by the way.
Genius. And when you
Okay,
predicted
I forgive
the...
you for everything I said a minute ago.
No, thank you. Thank you.
This guy's
When
like
you
such a
made
fucking
the
pretentious
statement,
asshole.
Earlier, I think on the Drunken Peasants, that social justice would die in 2016 or begin its death. Thank you. And I'd like to ask 3 yes or no questions.
Okay.
1, would you consider yourself to be a friend of the libertarians or libertarian movement?
You can't. I didn't agree to yes or no. You just said they were yes or no. I like libertarians in principle. I just.
But
Wait,
yeah, so
is this the guy that had the
this
art?
is the guy that had the art
Okay,
done.
okay, yeah.
But anyway, I'm not gonna play the whole thing, but it's on Milo's YouTube channel if you want to see the rest of that. If you can, I don't know.
Wait, I missed this. What was it?
He got
the snap art from the Dreamkeepers guys.
Yeah. You don't
Remember
remember that? It was like him like sitting on a chair or something. Like, well, it was a anthropomorphic.
Oh, okay.
You remember that?
Yeah, yes.
And then, but he's like,
This is random news, not really related to furry, but apparently Johnny Depp might play Dumbledore's gay lover in the new Harry Potter films. For those of you who don't know, the character Dumbledore from Harry Potter actually is gay. And I guess in the new films that JKR is putting out, they might have Johnny Depp play that actor. So that would be very interesting. I guess the character's already pretty well defined. Yeah. So for anybody who's interested in that, you can check that out. This is a really cool article from BBC about a Soviet scientist who created the only tame foxes in the world. It's a really long article, and we don't have time to read it on the show, but it is quite interesting. So for anybody who's interested in biology, might want to check that out. Next.
When does Planet Earth 2 come out?
Very soon. Vsauce actually did a great video about that recently on Planet Earth 2. It's either out or it's coming out very soon.
Because there's the most badass lizard in the world. That was like the released clip of that. And I can't believe we're not showing that.
Oh,
Have
yeah,
you
I remember
seen
that. It was on. Yeah, I've seen it.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
That was my favorite thing ever. Have you seen it yet, CJ?
no, what is it? What is it?
It is the most badass, luckiest lizard in the entire world, and his efforts of great magnitude were captured by BBC's Planet Earth 2, of how he escaped death like 30,000 times.
Really? I haven't seen it.
So this is from the developers of Collateral Damage on their Twitter account. So I put this in the roundup as saying, macro furries, finally there's a VR game for you! And it's basically a game where you can walk around a city and destroy it.
Well,
And it's
I was just knocking on the window.
I know. So I believe this is like Vive compatible, but it's Fire Hose Games on Twitter if you want to check that out.
What else do you do? Or do you just
I don't know anything about
just
it.
destroy the whole city.
I just know that this is the developer.
Oh, but Vive just recently made a wireless headset.
Oh, really?
Yep.
That's
Adapter.
awesome. That's pretty awesome.
So no more wires.
Very nice.
With no delay.
Oh, is it a zero latency HDMI transmitter? That's pretty cool. This was a really interesting Twitter account called Urban Coyote. And it is literally a Twitter account that tweets news stories about urban coyotes.
Is Trump an urban coyote?
No, it's a picture of Trump talking about what's going to happen to the committees that do wildlife research. But yeah, it is literally a Twitter account dedicated to nothing but coyotes in urban environments and talking about them. It seems pretty interesting, but I figured, I know there's a lot of coyotes who listen to FurCast that might be interested in taking a look at that. It's
catering to the coyote fans.
Yeah, just a little bit. Oh, that's random. Oh, that's BBC Earth. Yeah. Flying into stores on November or 17th of November.
I can't wait. I need it on Blu-ray. I need to just watch all of it and sit home.
I just wanted to shout this out because the guys who run furrystuff.ru are fans of the show. But this is yet another kind of cool Christmas gift that might be kind of neat. And it is a furry stuff surprise box, and it's 28 euros. They ship to anywhere in Russia, Europe, or North America, and you can just pay on PayPal. PayPal will convert the currency for you, so it's like no stress there.
So like furry loot box.
Yep. It's like a little furry trinket kind of box, and it's put together by a bunch of furries who live in Russia, and it seems pretty cool. A bunch of little, like I said, nice Christmas gift for somebody or something like that, for people who want that. So yeah, just want to shout that out. And then the last thing, well, I had this, which was a recording of World of Weird, which is a documentary series on Channel 4. Did you guys hear about this?
No, not at all.
They did a furry documentary special, and it's 10 minutes.
There is a dildo. There is a dildo.
In the beginning, yeah.
To America to meet a bunch of people who, to be their true selves.
Do you guys want to watch this now, or do you want to watch this other video that Pharaoh put in the roundup?
Mine is 40 seconds.
Yours is 40. Let's do this one first.
Let's do this one first, yeah.
All right, so what is this?
A German commercial right after the election.
What? Donald, du bist schon hier.
Schneller umziehen mit Move24.
Wow.
Einfach, günstig, umziehen mit move24.de.
Oh.
Wait.
What?
Finish.
Erstes Amtsgeschäft als Präsident. Erledigt.
Okay, then.
German.
Moving on.
Everyone was like, so too soon. Too
Yeah,
soon,
too soon,
Germany.
yeah.
They didn't even wait.
No. They had that. I don't know how you even have that ready that fast. Like,
They might have made it beforehand or
Yeah,
something. I
they
don't know.
definitely did. They were waiting. They were just hoping. They're like, we really hope. They probably
Yeah.
made two.
So, I don't know if you guys want to watch this whole thing, but
Who doesn't love dressing up once in a while? But there are some people who consider dressing up a way of life. One example is the cultural phenomenon of furries. People who identify with animals so much that they create and dress up in their own animal personas, or fursonas. Furry fandom, as it's known, is based on anthropomorphic animals. That's animals with human qualities to you and me.
suddenly they're at AC.
It's now so popular around the world that conventions will attract well over 5,000 people at a time.
I don't like the announcer's
Billy
voice.
J.D. Porter is in.
What I don't like about the announcer's voice is it sounds like she's using like a laptop microphone, like in a room. Like, come on.
It sounds like someone's trying to imitate, like, I was going to say, Robin Williams doing the imitation of Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yeah.
Many of whom are ex-military, known as millifurs, to see if life can be improved by donning a pelt of fluffy hair.
This is Chance the Dragon, the furry persona of Alex, the organizer of the San Diego Furries, which has over 600 members.
I don't want to watch this.
I kind of don't know if I want to watch this either.
In paradise.
But yeah,
Nope, I'm done.
Nope, yeah.
I'm triggered.
And there's Robbie in there as well. They have a bunch of. Yeah, it is cool. They actually get one of the hosts of the show to go out in fursuit. That was pretty cool. But
which was inconceivable 3 years ago.
So you've undergone a whole sort of transformation since becoming a furry.
Oh yeah.
What's the main appeal of doing this for you?
Honestly, it's the community. The community is the #1 thing because I've been in a whole.
So yeah, but it seemed, for those who are interested.
Obviously, that's the only part of it that I like is that they stuck the.
That's definitely
the host of the show in a fursuit,
and then just made her just a still interview.
Yeah, that's unique.
Yeah,
I don't think anybody has really done that yet.
Jeez. All right. Somebody in chat says it's Channel 4, dude.
That's cool though.
Yeah,
it's pretty sweet.
All right. Anyway,
Trump's our president.
Shut up.
Yeah, I know. Do we want to talk about that at all? Or do we want to move on to other news?
I feel like everyone's.
By the way, don't kill him.
Yeah.
I feel like everyone's already heard about it. Like enough.
Everybody's already heard about it enough. Yeah. I guess I do have a couple things to say about it. I just want to say that we here on FurCast are quite leftist, and I know that most of the people who listen to the show are quite leftist, and I know there are some of you who are more right wing that listen to the show. But I just want you to know that over the next several days and years on FurCast, we're going to make fun of Trump a lot, and it's not because we disrespect your political view. It's because this man ran a ridiculous campaign filled with a lot of hate and a lot of really fucked up shit. And you can make all the arguments all you want about how, okay, well, you voted for that because you're more into the right policy, or maybe you think all the ridiculous shit Trump said was figurative and not literal. Okay, fine, whatever. I disagree with you, but you believe that. The thing is, though, there are definitely some really fucking creepy, crazy people who do believe some of the shit that he has said. And Tom Scott on YouTube put it best when he said, "Not everyone who voted for Trump is a bigot, but all of the bigots most certainly voted for Trump. And it is not okay to let those people think that they should be validated in what they believe." So, that's, we're going to be making fun of it a lot, I'm sure, as time goes on, but I just want you guys to know that, it's not because we're trying to disrespect a political point of view, it's because we think the guy that ran this campaign, this was a very, we do not respect the campaign that this man has run.
American History Channel is playing how Hitler became elected.
Yeah.
And how the desperate nation of Germany, how they could have elected Hitler into power.
Yeah.
After Trump was elected. Just to say that, one part of this interesting.
But can I just say one other thing, too, about this? obviously everybody's really tense right now, and a lot of people have a lot of reactions about this. There's a lot of pain over it. Everybody's questioning themselves and what they believe and everything because this is such a shocking result. But the thing I just want to say is I noticed a few people online who were going so far as to say, like, there was a few furries who like live outside the US that were like, oh my God, I don't know if I can like go to MFF now. Guys,
Yeah, I
okay,
saw that.
first of all, Trump isn't president until January. Second of all, MFF is in near Chicago, which voted overwhelmingly for Hillary Clinton, in a state of Illinois, which voted overwhelmingly for Hillary Clinton. You're fine. And a few of people were saying, oh, but there's like violence against like LGBT people and stuff. And like, there's violence against minorities right when the election happened. Yeah, same thing happened when the Brexit result happened. And I know that all these people think that everything's going to fall apart, and don't get me wrong, I am not happy about this election result. I happen to be a leftist, and so do all of us. But the thing is, just like with the Brexit result, for an example, it is going to take months and years of time to really understand the scope of the fallout of this decision and what's going to happen and what's going to change. So if you're sitting there thinking, I don't know if I should go to MFF, come on, just come into MFF. It's amazing. It's a good time. You'll love it.
It's the last time you get the chance to.
It might be your last chance.
Literally, it might be your last chance to go to MFF.
So yeah, I just want to say that to some people that, and the other thing, to understand about the United States is that there's a big difference between federal government and state government, right? So for instance, before gay marriage was legal, same-sex marriage was legal across the entire United States, New York State, where we live now here, already had its own anti-discrimination LGBT laws. It already had its own gay marriage laws, all of those things. In fact, most of the U.S. already had same-sex marriage and stuff. The decision in the Supreme Court just forced all the rest of the states to do it. So it is true that the federal government, with this guy in charge, who's very right-wing, regardless, and again, there's a lot of what Trump says and there's a lot of what Trump's actually going to do. We don't really know yet. Don't get me wrong, if I lived in the middle of bumfuck nowhere, Texas right now, I'd be freaking out a lot right now. But in a place like New York State or in a place like Illinois or California, there's a lot less to worry about because those state governments already have those protections in place. And the federal government certainly won't be coming along to help you out anymore, but the state should. Now, to those of you who do live in the middle of bumfuck nowhere, Texas, and I'm sure just probably cringe a little bit right there, think about it this way. It's a hell of a lot easier to move out of Texas than it is to move out of the country.
Actually,
that's
it's actually pretty easy to move out in Canada, surprisingly.
Yeah, the Canadian immigration website actually crashed when the election happened, which is pretty funny.
Except when their website crashes.
Yeah. And by the way, our web developer, Zoomoro, has already agreed to possibly get married with me so I can get a green card and go move to
That's
Toronto.
actually the worst way to get into Canada.
Really?
Yes,
because
they were doing it on the news.
Because I thought that getting a job was harder because then the employer has to prove that they're not taking away from the job market by hiring you.
So from what the news station was actually saying was that there's 3 ways to actually get a Canadian residency. One, the easiest, is if you already have living family members in Canada. If you do, you move in with them and you get a Canadian residency. That's
Right.
pretty much about it for that one. Easiest one.
Right.
Second one is if you can prove that you have a skill or trait that is needed by the country.
Well, okay, the thing is, though, like, I know Linus Tech Tips, which is one of my favorite YouTube channels, they just went through this recently. And when they hired the guy, they had to prove that they had tried to hire other people. Like, they actually had to try and fail to hire other people. And they had to prove to the government that by hiring this guy, who is not a Canadian, that he was qualified uniquely and no one else in the surrounding area for the same pay was qualified
I'm not
for that
sure
job.
if you have to actually be hired for a job, but you have to show that yourself that you have a skill or trait that is beneficial to the country.
See, the thing is, like, I guess, like, I have a lot of like IT certifications, but I don't know.
That would probably get you enough. That would probably get you in.
The thing is, though, because there's probably a lot.
So wait, so they take that one seriously. The third one was getting married, but there is about a 2 to 3 year wait with a $5,000 to $15,000 charge to get a marriage.
Especially to dual citizen. I know dual citizenship is a mess
to
do. Yeah, it's so much paperwork.
But I thought it was kind of funny that if you have citizens in Canada, relatives that are distinct family members, you can literally just move in with them and then become a Canadian resident.
That's pretty cool. But yeah. So yeah, obviously, you know, we here at FurCast happen to be pretty devastated by the result because we're, you know, I'd imagine most of the FurCast audience is too. But
now I have to run for president. I said that if Trump ran for president, or if Trump won the presidency, I would have to run for president in 2024.
Man, don't steal votes from Bernie Sanders if he runs again. That would be
2024. I can't admit.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I know that there's a few of you guys who listen to the show who do support right-wing policies, but like regardless of the campaign, I'm pretty upset that a president of the U.S. doesn't believe in climate change and put a climate change skeptic in control of the EPA and is doing other really scary things. But hey, like I said, guys, we gotta wait it out. We gotta find out. But all I can say is, if you're not an American, don't worry. Come to MFF. Enjoy the cons. It's Oh, you have books to shout out.
Oh, you said if you're not an American, don't worry. I'm like,
Well, no, I'm not saying don't worry. I'm just saying don't not come to MFF
this year.
This year, yeah. But the other thing I'd like to say, though, is like, a lot of people are freaking out like, oh my God, people are going to like lose their LGBT rights and stuff like that. The thing is, though, it's going to take so long before we get to a point where it's going to take a long time in the news for all that stuff to come down the pipeline. So, it's not like instantaneously things are going to go bad. It's a terrible result, in my opinion. But,
I need to move a car.
You need to move your car?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow, that breeze feels really good.
It does.
You feel that?
Somebody opened the door to the studio.
Oh, that's a beautiful blue.
That is just gorgeous.
So yeah, I have to run.
Beautiful.
Because I can't run for president in 2020. That's in 4 years, which is the first term.
Yeah.
Because I'm not old enough. But in 8 years, I am legally old enough to run for president.
But to equate this to like somebody who lives in Europe, for instance, the federal government in the U.S. is kind of like the EU, and the individual countries in Europe are kind of like states. So that's why like you could go to California versus like some random state in the middle of nowhere and have a completely different experience both on the law side and culture-wise of the United States. For those of you who have never been to the United States. So that's the thing to keep in mind. There's actually people in California protesting to leave the U.S. now, which is funny.
Weren't there like a bunch of celebrities that were like, if Trump wins, we're moving to Canada or something like that? There was like a whole, I don't know. There's been so much stupid drama behind this thing.
Well, people are upset, and it was quite an intense campaign on both sides. So, I understand why people are upset. I'm not exactly protesting in the street, but I'm definitely, I understand why people are very emotional right now.
Yeah, definitely.
So let's take a look at news.
I've been quiet this entire time. I might as well do something.
Oh, yeah?
Hi.
True. So I actually have a couple videos to show off.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, one of them is, I kind of feel bad because it's actually Halloween themed, and we didn't play it for Halloween.
I have that.
So you guys mind if why don't I play this while we're waiting for Pharaoh to get back? Because Pharaoh, I know, has a ton of articles to kick off with. So we'll just jump into kind of a partial news segment here and play a couple videos for you guys.
Vampires. They're in all kinds of spooky stories and certain young adult fantasy romance novels. There may not be undead blood-sucking humans walking around, but blood-drinking mammals do exist in the form of vampire bats. Surviving on a diet of only blood, also known as hematophagy, isn't easy, and vampire bats are one of the few mammals that have evolved a thirst for blood. Along the way, they also developed some useful techniques to help them survive. To be clear, vampire bats don't exactly suck blood. Instead, they drink blood using the physics of capillary action, where liquid can move through a narrow tube or cylindrical space, often against the downward force of gravity. Vampire bats have special grooves on their tongues, which, along with their lower lip and incisors, can create a tube-like shape that easily wicks up the liquid. They do make a lapping motion with their tongue, which helps speed up the process, but it isn't necessary for capillary action to work. Another thing that helps keep the blood flowing is the bat's saliva. Vampire bat saliva contains a protein called desmodoplase, which researchers nicknamed Draculin. It acts as an anticoagulant to stop blood from clotting. Researchers have actually isolated this protein from vampire bat saliva in the hopes of turning it into an anti-stroke medication. Since it helps stop blood from clotting, it might also be good at preventing blood clots in human brains. So when a vampire bat bites into a juicy blood vessel, the proteins in the saliva keep the animal's blood free-flowing for a big meal. And vampire bats need a big meal every time they feed. Blood isn't a very rich food source. It's mostly made up of water with small amounts of protein, sugar, and trace minerals. It's completely lacking in fat, and animals tend to need fat, which is a major type of energy storage encourage an imbalanced diet. So vampire bats need to drink about half their weight in blood every day to get enough nutrients to keep their metabolism running smoothly. Since that means they're taking in a lot of water, their digestive and excretory systems quickly filter out water and leave the proteins, sugars, and minerals to be digested. In fact, vampire bats will often start urinating even before they've finished feeding, just to keep things flowing. Finding food takes some special skills though. Like other bats, vampires use echolocation to fly around and look for prey. They also have a keen sense of smell and decent eyesight. But the wrinkly faces of vampire bats have specialized nerve fibers loaded with proteins that allow them to detect the infrared radiation given off by warm-blooded animals. Once they find something to eat, the 3 known species of vampire bats all have unique feeding behaviors. Common vampire bats feed only on blood from mammals, and they prefer livestock. So these bats evolved ways to quickly maneuver on the ground and reach their prey more easily. They have strong hind leg muscles and elongated thumbs at the tips of their wings, which they use to jump around. They're agile enough to escape from ground predators. Hairy-legged vampire bats, on the other hand, feed exclusively on bird blood and hunt from the treetops. They jump onto unsuspecting birds from above and usually try to bite the bird in the cloaca, the multi-purpose exit point for a bird's digestive and urinary tracts, and also the place where it keeps its reproductive organs. And for some reason, the birds tend to not like this very much. So to stop the bird from fighting back or knocking it off, the hairy-legged vampire bat uses the big bony spurs on its ankles to help it hang upside down and latch onto its prey. White-winged vampire bats feed on both mammals and birds, but they evolved a few tricks to help them feed on chickens. Sometimes, the bat lands on the chicken's back, so the chicken thinks the bat is really a mounting rooster. So the chicken just crouches down, giving the bat access to its neck for feeding. Other times, the white-winged vampire sneaks up from underneath the chicken and nuzzles against the brood patch, a featherless spot of skin normally used to keep chicks warm. The chicken thinks it's being nuzzled by a baby chick and lets the vampire latch on and start drinking blood. With all of these complicated feeding techniques, you'd think vampire bats would have no trouble finding a meal, but sometimes they don't get enough. Luckily for the bats that don't find enough food, vampire bats live in large colonies that contain thousands of bats, and they take care of each other using a behavior called reciprocal altruism. Often, one bat will sacrifice their own needs for another, with the assumption that they'll be helped in return in the future. The main way they do this is very appetizing. They regurgitate blood to share with bats that weren't able to get a meal. Bats who have shared blood meals in the past get larger donated meals in return compared to more selfish bats. So yes, like Dracula, vampire bats are skilled blood-drinking hunters, but they also have to be extra nice to each other to help their colony survive. Thanks for watching this episode of SciShow, brought to you by our patrons on Patreon. If you want to help support the show, just go to patreon.com/SciShow, and don't forget to go to youtube.com/SciShow and subscribe.
Drinks blood. Let's name some animals.
So that is
knowledge.
That is
probably.
They're equally as cute as they are terrifying.
Hi, Nikolai.
Oh my god. Anyway, so Farrah, do you have an article you want to jump into?
Actually, I wanted to just talk about this real quick.
Okay.
So I was trying to just looking through YouTube and eventually found like old 1940s educational videos.
Yeah.
And the amount of snark in those was great. But it like led me to like this whole rampage of like serendipity, like one thing leads to another, leads to another.
One thing leads to another. Sorry.
Damn it. I hate you. So then like, at one point in time when I was looking through different articles, the Devil's Dictionary came up.
Right.
Which...
Sorry, I had to do it, you know. All right, here we go. All right, sorry.
I just want to dance now.
And I kind of do too, you know? Anyway, so you were saying Pharaoh.
And I stumbled across Ambrose Bierce.
Oh yeah? What's that?
An American writer.
Oh yeah?
Who is just all snark. Like a cynist. What was it? Damn it, I said it earlier today, and I keep on debacling it. Cynicism.
What about it?
Pretty much everything he says in this is completely stark. So he hated the fact that dictionaries themselves were a limitation of actual people's knowledge, and that they formed rigid definitions of words without any kind of interloping meaning to it. So if you would just take a look inside and stop showing it off.
Okay, what's inside? Oh no, here, I'll let you do it.
He pretty much just reinterpreted everything in his own words.
Right.
Demons come out of the book.
What? No, demons don't come out of the book.
No demons don't come out of the book.
This isn't the Necronomicon.
Wow.
But he just pretty much rewrote every kind of definition with just snark. So, like, the definition of kill, he hated how the dictionary actually defined kill. So his definition of kill was to create a vacancy without nominating a successor.
Wow.
Whoa. Holy shit.
God damn.
So that's every single thing in here is just snark of just redefining everything in such a way that is actually more pertinent to the actual meaning of the word.
Jeez,
I like to
dark.
see it.
What is this?
What
is this?
This is the Devil's Dictionary.
Okay.
And his life was a quite funny story too, because he was a Civil War vet that during the Civil War in the 1842 is when he was born, but then it's 1914 ? Because he pretty much, instead of publishing his works, he literally just left a lot of it just there to someone to find, and he pretty much said "fuck America" and moved to Mexico.
Wow.
And now there's a book.
And no one ever found where he went or what happened or everything. But so
it's just public domain now?
Not so much, because he published a lot of it in the Los Angeles Times, or not Los Angeles Times, but the first, I think it was the Wasp, which he would live little snippets of his own little snark in every kind of article he wrote. But he was actually an American writer, and it's kind of goes between the lines, no one really knows of his existence, and a lot of it is just, I was enjoying every moment of it. I was like, who is this man? How have I never heard of him? He's my hero.
That's great.
Oh my god.
What's the other book you got there?
It's actually spawned a lot of different things. This is kind of one of the things I just wanted to talk about, because it in itself has made references to so many different books and other things that have kind of just been lost through the transition of time. But just trying to find the one on hope.
Oh man. Sounds like it would be good.
And I apologize because I had it opened up and then I closed the book.
It's all good.
Which was simple. This one was more simple, which was hope, desires, and expectation all rolled into one.
Desire and expectation.
But I was trying to think of some of the funnier ones that I was reading on earlier in the day, but some of them are just absolutely amazing.
Well, maybe over break you can go through and get a list of them. What's the other book you got there?
So, this was the original Devil's Dictionary. Well, from this spawned other cynics, or cynics, I should say. Sorry, that's how I should be pronouncing it. Cynics, to kind of take the adaptation of words and kind of convey them into their own meanings that actually are very meaningful. And I really wanted you just to take a look at this, because there's a computer science one.
Yeah.
Which I'm holding out to you.
Okay.
To just
sorry, I was dealing with something in the chat room.
Which all of it is computer literary terms.
Right. I see you have a bookmark here.
That's where I got up to thus far.
Oh, okay. ARM, acronym for the annotated C++ reference menu.
You could look for a better one. I was going to say just turn mid-book, but... Because there's not really a page that you can't find something that is amazing.
Yeah. Let's see.
But a lot of the humor is actually so much snark that you'd have to actually know the true meaning of it before you actually even get the humor in it. So
right, yeah. I'm trying to find one here.
It's one of those things that you actually have to have time to...
Click to press a mouse button and then release it. Let's see.
But there's made jokes about the any key. And it was
COBOL, a procedurally disoriented logarithmic language pioneered by Commander Grace Murray Hopper of the U.S. Navy. In keeping with naval tradition, a tot of rum is still forced down the throats of reluctant MIDI COBOL programmers before they swab their deck of cards. That's funny. Oh my god. Coding, the setting of a one-to-one relationship between endless loops on a flowchart and endless loops in a program. Wow, that's great.
So yeah,
so cool.
Need to give a shout out to those
authors. And that is pretty cool. So, do you have a news article you want to read?
Yeah, I'll give that. Let you hold on to that. Okay.
Awesome. Finally, FurCast. Do we want to read one article and then go on break? What do you think?
Sure.
Okay, we'll do that.
I'm enjoying CJ just smile over there.
This is great. Like, this isn't great, but this is great. I'm gonna find a really good one.
So,
by the way, if anybody's having any issues with our website, I'm going to be looking at the chat room while Fair's reading the article, so let me know how the website is in the chat room, guys, if anybody's having any problems with it.
Killer Russian robot can detect a human from over 4 miles away before shooting them dead in an instant.
Why does this exist? Military? I'm guessing it's some kind of military development.
Everything is a military. And the internet is a military development.
That's true.
Everything starts with the military. Even in there, there's AI, or sorry, even in here, there's AI, and there's AI strong and AI weak. AI strong is that there's some kind of problem that forces the military to develop some kind of AI program that will eventually kill us all. And thus, the Russian robot that can detect human from 4 miles away before shooting them dead in an instant. Because machines.
I need to borrow this.
You just
Sorry, I'm
squeaked.
so off topic.
You find any good ones?
Marriage. The state or condition of a community consisting of a master, a mistress, and 2 slaves, making in all 2. That's like, come on.
Holy shit!
Come on. Like, holy shit. That's exactly. Holy shit. My brain has never thought of these things this way.
This guy was never like...
Read that again. Can you read that again?
Yeah, okay. Oh my god. That's why I was like...
There's polygamy in there too.
Okay. Marriage. The state or condition of a community consisting of a master, a mistress, and 2 slaves, making in all 2.
It's fucking amazing.
That is incredible. This man
was hated for his time because this was in the 18th century.
Oh yeah, he was probably fucking. They wanted to kill him. Like, this is awesome. I like this.
So it makes you wonder if you write something terrible now of some person 100 years from now, I'll be like, this is amazing.
Well, that's what happened to this guy.
Which I wanted to continue the Devil's Dictionary now in this day and age because I think it'd be the most funnest thing to do.
Yeah.
Especially since I am very much... Because you have pessimism and you have optimism, but to take it further, you have cynicism, which is pretty much like level 2. Like your layer 2 looking down on layer 1, which is optimistic, pessimistic, because a cynist always can see what it truly is, which is actually is, and doesn't really care if it's bad or worse. It's the kind of the gray area that you understand what is actually happening.
Yeah.
Just read your article.
I'm
gonna save this break. I'm gonna keep reading through this. I'm gonna find good ones tonight.
So anyone that's out there, if you love snark, this is probably one of the most underrated American authors that I like. Even my wife, who writes, and is like actually very literate in how much she reads, has never heard of him.
That's so good.
So it was kind of funny to actually find someone that she's never even heard of.
Yeah.
And a lot of people apparently haven't, but it's Ambrose Bierce. And I just want to recommend him to people because he is my idol. He is myself in the 1800s.
I can't put this down. I need to just keep finding
Anyhow,
something.
a killer robot which can detect humans from over 4 miles away and shoot them dead could be the implementation of the Russian border.
Oh.
Halt. Present hall pass. Second request. Present hall pass. The device will be used predominantly to detect low-flying drones and other potential aerial weapons attempting to cross the border. It will be able to monitor the location of drones, find information about their origin, and track their movement before sending all the information to an operating base. Features of the flight robot will include radar, thermal imaging, and both color and black and white video cameras. Chief Project Engineer Dmitry Permirnov said, in its structure, there is a radar unit that detects a human target about 7 kilometers distance and a car up to 10 kilometers. After detection, the target is engaged using an optical system. He then confirmed that the interest in the robot has already been significant. Permov added that the system can be applied not only to the military interface, but also to protection against any strategic objects. Now for your home!
What?
All you think is just like people just have these turrets set up on their houses now. America.
God, don't.
Well, yeah, don't make any suggestions like that because it's probably going to happen.
You can own a tank in America, okay?
True.
I mean, you can own a tank in Russia, so I mean...
Do you want to buy a tank?
We could buy a tank.
Just like our flamethrower that we were supposed to buy?
Supposed to like Indiegogo that flamethrower, which we never did because we didn't really trust it because it was like, will it actually work and not kill us in a burning flame of fire?
Well, we could try it now. I mean, America's pretty much on fire, so
yeah. I mean, you can't really add more flames to flames.
Yeah, I was gonna say you can't set something on fire that's already on fire.
Yeah, so
I mean, you keep telling me I'm a flaming trash can, so I might as well give it a shot.
Exactly.
I'm safe, right?
To continue. Interest does not only include the military, but the oil control pipeline and to stop tapping and theft of oils. We also already have a real case during the system test, at which point the robot recorded the theft of electric cables. It filmed video where a man was sawing a wire. A team was sent out and he was caught red-handed. The device is constantly being upgraded, according to Permov, and has already been installed with high-definition cameras and the detection of unmanned drones easier. Finally, the software aims to be capable of telling the difference between allies and enemies.
Wow. What if you just like get one of those giant poster boards? Like, you know, there's be like a giant poster board of like Obama or whatever. just get like one of your enemies
Trump.
and just like hold it in front of you and the robot just starts destroying it or something.
Well, no, but the Russians like Trump, so I mean, just have a big Trump cutout and just walk past the border.
Yeah, it'd be like, hello, Mr. Trump.
Good evening.
So that's
that one.
That was just a quick one that I wanted to do before a quick break, but because it was more like just that. But with the chaos that everything is ensuing, we have we had Ivan the Terrible, and now Ivan the Terminator.
Terminator.
All right, I guess we might as well do one more article before we go on break really quick, especially since my camera just came back up. So this one is about the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service. U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service must recommit to red wolf recovery in the wild. Hey, I'm a red wolf, yay. The red wolf is hold on, I'm gonna eat some chocolate while I'm reading this. The red wolf is an American icon that makes our country wildlands whole and healthy. It is one of the few large carnivore species endemic to the United States. And they're important to be a balanced and resilient ecosystem is undeniable, and red wolf recovery should be a matter of pride and priority for our nation. Chocolate's really good. Hunting, trapping, and poisoning called the initial extinction of red wolves in the wild. No. Chocolate, no. Today, the world's most endangered wolf is facing extinction for a second time, but at the hands of our government. This chocolate's so good. I love Tim Tams. For a while, thanks to sustained federal leadership, the red wolf recovery effort was making steady progress. The wild population peaked at an estimated 130 wolves. 130. There are more red wolf furries than there are actual red wolves. In 2006, and remained above 100 or so for several years. Yeah, you know what else had more than 100 red wolves for several years? Fur Affinity. But in 2014, the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service halted all key management activity and the wild red wolf population plummeted to its lowest level in decades. And the red wolf population. On September 12, 2016, the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service published its long-awaited red wolf program review. The agency proposes a new rule that significantly changes the size, scope, and management of the current red wolf recovery program. The rule includes a U.S. Fish and Wildlife's plan to pull the last wild red wolves from their from most of their range in North Carolina and put them in captivity. Ironically, the federal agency claimed its decision is based on the best and latest scientific information from the red wolf population visibility analysis, or PVA. But the very scientists who drafted the PDA charged that the U.S. Fish and Wildlife base its plan on many alarming misinterpretations of their scientific analysis, and warned that the U.S. Fish and Wildlife's plan will no doubt result in an extinction of red wolves in the wild. In a letter, they asked the agency to edit or append its decision. The US FWS's interpretation of science represents the most recent blow the agency delivered to the world's most endangered wolf species. Damn you, U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service. Due to the service's neglect, the inaction over the past few years, red wolves are facing extinction with only 45 remaining in the wild. Please tell Secretary of the Interior Sally Jewell that the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service and the very agency charged by federal law with protecting endangered species needs to recommit the red wolf recovery in the wild. And they have some references to that and some things you can do to take action, and a huge page. I will actually link this in chat really quick. So there we go. It's very sad, very unfortunate. Yeah.
Paradox.
What?
Can I have a Tim Tam?
You can. They're very melty. Be careful.
Ooh,
yeah.
My favorite.
Might want to be careful. Like you gotta be careful when you grab it, because otherwise it'll squish the. Yeah. See what I mean?
Very careful.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh wow, it is melty.
It is very melty.
Can I just say that like I haven't even heard about this until now, but I find it hysterical.
Okay.
Which is kind of like how everything just kind of develops, like every meme on the internet, was the mannequin challenge that people are doing now.
I really want to do that.
Can you eat your food first before talking into the mic?
No, I'm a dog. It'll fall
Dogs eat their food before talking into a mic.
No, they don't.
They don't eat food and bark.
It'll fall out of my mouth, and then I'll just lick it off the floor anyway.
You can barf it back up and eat it later. Just.
I really want to do the mannequin challenge. I do.
So pretty much instead of like the Harlequin, what was it, Harlequin Shake?
Harlem Shake.
Harlem Shake. Sorry. Harlequin Shake.
Jesus Christ.
Which was pretty awesome in itself. Which furries did it and they're like that. But the mannequin challenge is pretty much like when the beat drops and stuff, people just freeze.
No.
So,
wait, what are you talking about?
Mannequin challenge.
Okay, yeah. But then it stops.
So sometimes but like, as soon as the beat drops, like people will just
they'll freeze with doing whatever they're doing.
So
so it's the opposite. It's literally the opposite of
of the Harlem Shake.
Of the Harlem Shake.
But it's great because like I saw like so many today that I was dying.
I haven't seen any yet.
Really? Dude, there was there was one on Facebook. It was a girl in bed with a guy. Okay? No, they were like getting this is good, okay? They were getting into things, okay? Like you can like he had like his hand on her shoulder, she had like her blouse or whatever the fuck she was wearing, like halfway unbuttoned. Anyways. So then the camera like pans down a hallway and there's like a guy like opening a door like glad to be home, like a husband. And then as I kept going, like it was just on like freezing emotions, like of the like obviously his wife was cheating on him, and it's like the guy like trying to jump out the window, and then like it was great. It was so well done.
Yeah,
I was like, this is awesome. Like I want to do one of these. Like I want to do. We need to do a mannequin.
We just make a video of just us like moving across like away.
Then like we're in fursuit.
I don't even want to do it in fursuit. I just want to do it in
fursuit. But yeah, it was so well done. I was like, this is great. Like, I'm glad this is the next thing because I'm enjoying them. So,
how many weird things has the internet developed? There was planking.
The internet developed.
Planking was fucking stupid.
No, it was.
There were some really good ones though.
When people were like just dying from planking, that was just like.
You know, you have a good meme. Bro.
Like, how do you tell somebody like how did he die? The internet.
The internet.
Like, the internet killed him. Like, fucking.
That is the most brutal Darwin Award you can give someone.
How did you die?
An internet.
You're just sent to purgatory. You don't even like. They don't even let you in heaven, and hell doesn't even want you. You're just like, can you just go somewhere? Like,
just stay here.
There's like an internet meme purgatory.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, that's horrible. But there probably is. Oh fuck. But yeah.
I can't even think of all the different ones because there's planking. There was the Harlem Shake. There was
I mean, the chat probably knows. Chat.
Yeah, chat. Random internet memes. Go. Come on.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of them. I mean, the internet is literally built on memes. Like,
it is the foundation.
It is exactly.
I know.
Okay, let's wait. I don't know, but yeah.
Through the Fire and Flames is like the internet's background music. To carry on.
All right. You want to finish this? Or you just wanted to mention it?
I just wanted to mention it.
Oh, okay. All right. Why don't we go on break? You guys are listening to FurCast live on XBN. We'll be back after a.
You want to play the John Tron song at some point?
I might play it at some point.
Insanity Wolf.
I remember Insanity
That was
Wolf.
another one.
I remember all of the lulz memes.
Yeah,
Like
those
the
were
I
all
Can't
them.
Has Cheeseburger memes.
I meant more like actual live action memes.
Fire and Laser one.
Live action memes.
Live action memes.
Damn it.
Show title. Show title.
Why did you have to say that?
Live action.
Oh, by the way, guys, something special about our shoutouts. Skitters is in them.
Support for FurCast comes from Patreon users, including Blaze Fusky, Ashton, Shaman the Photon Wizard, Fayoun, Oliver Fox, Skipper the Otter, Energize the Wolf, Catnuck, Riley the Wusky, Raven Snowfall, Furry Omega, Wop, Archon the Four-Eyed Dragon, Powerstone 05, Letho the Pink Wolverine, Decibel Fox, Zoopy Zo the Oreo Tiggy, Fuzzy the Fox, Crozzy Wolf, A Certain Horse, Gaia Wellen, Python Goad.
Additional support comes from Twitter users Ty Husky, Alpha Werefox, Commander Wolf 3, Magic 7 Wolf, Ryron the Fluffy, XSS Fox, Drop Table Foxes, Leon Sarambi, Zelig on Twitter at Stealthy Dragon, Nia on Twitter at Secretkins, Shua on Twitter at Pulsing Panther, Kota Winter on Twitter at Dakota Wolf 12, and from YouTube channels like Silvergatamon, Anthony Wolf Gaming, Megalo Zero by Claudaz, Autocat Gaming on YouTube, Mike Purcello, and Weasel Level Design by Hugh the Fluffy Scarf.
Additional support for FurCast comes from Devin D. Parlett and the Furry Hockey League at furryhockeyleague.com, Macro Wolf at macrowolf.com, Shisha Sheppy, who's a good boy, Darthus and his mate Kenovo, Little Sunshine and Scootaloo, FurCast's #1 wimpy fan, Tyler the Wusky, Dash of Week, who says, Science! Mipsy of Furry Taylor, each fursuit imbued with a sprinkle of FurCast. X the Fox, the real blue fox. To Bunny Boy, who says at Paradox, bunnies are friends, not food. Super Dwarf with anthrolinks.net. Stinger Griffin at Hazelight Studio in Stockholm. Pledge all of your money to Electronic Arts. Techwin, TC Foxtor, and Kaiwana of the Inforsec Den in Wellington, New Zealand. Sylvan Scott on Furfinity with macro, micro, and hyperfiction stories. The Feline Support Association, making America Mao again. Oh, I don't feel so good. Oh my god. I'll be right back, guys. Oh, fuck. Oh, god, that was awful. Oh, I feel so disgusting. Okay, Kitten Concoctions, making high-quality custom acrylic tails for furries all over the world. Wild Gadget at lucifursuits.com, helping you look devilishly cool. Jacket Airlines, we always land on our feet. Jeff the Wolf on Twitter, offering a free lunch for furries in Denmark. And Cheetah Paws, for a daily dose of bulgy arts. Support him at patreon.com/cheetahpaws. To become a patron and learn more about supporting FurCast, visit furcast.fm/donate. Additional support comes through PayPal, Bitcoin, and from listeners like you. Thank you. XBN is a subsidiary of Xana Creations, keeping nerdy animals together.
Further into the distance, nighttime that was coming towards the daylight. That's how dark it was. And I had no idea what it was, but as it came closer, it also came lower. And I started to be able to make out what it was, and it wasn't just one thing. It was thousands of things, millions of things. And as they came closer, I heard a sound, and it sounded like whispers. people whispering things. I couldn't make out what it was, but it was just thousands of people whispering. And once it came close enough, I knew that all of these tiny little things, that all of these tiny little things, that all of these tiny little things, I realized that they were UFOs. I realized that we were being invaded by aliens on the most beautiful day that I've ever seen. And I think that dream means that the day that we come in contact with something other than us, something that we can learn from, something that will change our daily lives, that will change history, 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 that will change history. That will be the most beautiful day.
Welcome, not back to FurCast, but actually to CJ reading a quote from this book. So what was the quote that you found? It was cat, right?
It's cat.
Okay, so read it.
Definition.
A soft, indestructible automation provided by nature to be kicked when things go wrong in the domestic circle. That is so good. Cat.
You guys listen to FurCast. We'll be back in a bit. welcome back to FurCast, sort of. Do you guys want to play one more track before we come back?
Sure.
Yeah, we could. We could do that? Alright, how about, we'll keep it with some drum and bass. Why not do some Wolfgun? I know a lot of you guys like to Wolfguns. Shout out to Wolfgun. If he has listened to any of the shows recently, I'm not sure. I know he used to listen to Friday Night Tech. Speaking of Friday Night Tech, if you guys go to the top right of the FurCast website, you can click a link to our other show, which is a show based entirely on the music we play.
Rain your wisdom on me. Don't let us drown again in all our wishful thinking. Oh, star child, bring your vessel to me and take me up again when I am shot and sinking. Rain your wisdom on me. Don't let us drown again in all our wishful thinking. Oh, star child, bring your vessel to me and take me up again when I am shot and sinking. Oh, star child, hang a halo on this world so you'll remember where we are. So someday we can wish upon your star.
Welcome back to FurCast. Good old Wolfgun. Shout out to him for making some awesome stuff. You can download all of his music for free, I believe, at wolfgun.bandcamp.com. Highly recommended. In the meantime, we are sort of back, but I guess Pharaoh was trying to send CJ an article. Did you succeed in doing
find it?
You can't find it?
The one that I had before.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you look in your browser history?
Yeah. I don't have it.
You try turning it on and off?
I did.
Okay.
Never mind then.
So, sorry, somebody just sent me a tweet of a really funny picture. All right, let's see what we got here.
I have an article though.
Okay. Here I can give you some news music. Just give me just a moment.
I found the article.
Oh, you found it?
Yeah.
Do you want him to do that first?
Up to you. This is a stupid one, but
I know. I wanted you to read it because you have many dear friends.
I do have quite a few dear friends.
And you're like Aeropostale.
I don't like Aeropostale. I was just a model for them.
I know. And you wore no shirts.
This is American Eagle, though.
I know. That's why I'm having you read this. It's a contradiction.
Why are you so ripped? Sorry. Okay. Okay, yeah, ready?
Yep.
Okay. Deer crashes through window of Oklahoma American Eagle store. Stillwater, Oklahoma, November 11th. A deer crashed through the window of an American Eagle Outfitter store in Oklahoma on Thursday night. Employees said the deer entered the store in Stillwater around 7:30 p.m. and that they locked the door and left the deer trapped inside, according to Fox 23. It was not confirmed how the deer entered the store, but the video showed the deer bursting through the window to escape.
Fuck you,
After leaping through the glass window, the deer appeared to run off. There's a little video. You know what? Let me send this to you real quick, so you can play the video.
Could you put it in the document actually?
Yeah, I can.
Just scroll all the way down and just put it in your end show notes. No, I'll get it up.
Find where the document went to. There it is.
I'm gonna buy your American Eagle bullshit.
There you go.
Just hit enter. There we go. And I'll get the article open on the screen, and there it is. And oh my god. Here, let's see. We'll play this video.
Holy shit!
Holy shit!
Yo,
that thing just didn't. Yeah. Like that's crazy that it knew to run at it, or maybe it didn't. Maybe it just thought it was running at it. Didn't know it was going to go through the glass.
I don't know. I think
Dude, that is great.
Oh, I hope it didn't hurt him though.
No, me too. But
that's just crazy.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, there you go.
Okay. Deers don't like American Eagle. Good to know.
So if you're ever trying to turn a
fucking
deer on,
Eagles,
yeah,
get their own store. All I get is a goddamn tractor.
I was just thinking of a company that had deer as a logo. I didn't even think of John Deere. God damn it. I hate you.
Oh, the fucking hicks. The ones that are shooting me.
All I get is a fucking tractor. Oh my god.
Wow.
Fuck your Eagle store.
All right. Do you want to read an article or do you want me to play this quick video first, Pharaoh? What do you think?
About a story about a granddad and a fox.
That sounds interesting. I guess I'll give you that one.
Granddad having a bath was stunned when a fox scales a wall and jumps through his window, then wouldn't leave. A granddad was relaxing in a bath when was stunned when a fox jumped through his bathroom window before staring at him naked.
So is the granddad like Sozin? Did this happen to Sozin?
I don't know. The wild animal vaulted over a wall and through a narrow gap in the window to get into the flat before the shocked man spotted the red-furred intruder. George Sandel was preparing to head out for the evening before he was joined by the fox. The 64-year-old was laying in the bath when he saw the fox suddenly jump through the open window and sit on the floor of his flat in Wexwaring, West Sussex. The intrepid animal had scaled the wall in order to get through the window of the bathroom last month. Shocked George got out of the water and filmed the fox as he tried to get out of the flat. He said, "I was just laying in the bath when suddenly the fox jumped to the window and made an awfully loud noise. It sounded like the whole building was subsiding."
Wow. It's just a fursuiter stomping around.
It was amazing how he got into my flat at all. It is on the first floor, so he must have climbed a few walls to get in. He was suddenly looking straight up at me. I was a little scared at first, but then he was more scared of me. It was incredible.
It's like it was a spirited animal. I can't.
I shut the bathroom door and left him there to figure his own way out. But when I went back, he was still there. I opened the door to try to get him to go out. George said the fox made a loud noise and forced its way to stay. Once he was in, he just wouldn't leave. I eventually managed to get him out of the front door after a while. I'm so glad I recorded the whole thing because no one would ever believe me otherwise. A fox watching me naked. After calling partner Sheila Marshall, George decided to film the incident to prove it that actually did happen. The footage shows George get right up, and the fox just sits in his bathroom before it dashes past her and walks to the flat before fleeing down the stairs and out the front door. George, who works as a mechanic, added, "I called my girlfriend to tell her, and she just put the phone down. She didn't believe me." A fox done washed me naked! Okay,
no animal would watch you
drinking.
naked.
You've been drinking again. Just gonna put the phone down.
Bye, sweetie.
So I filmed it to her to show her that I was telling the truth. The grandfather of two said the fox has since been back to visit, and he believes the animal even recognizes him. What he's seen, he'll never forget.
Yeah, foxes really like naked men, so.
Well,
it's gonna happen. All right, I got a quick video for you guys to show everybody. It's a video about why there are so many tigers in Texas.
Hi, this is Kate from Minute Earth. With a unique set of stripes for camouflage and the strongest bite and most body mass of any big cat, tigers are perfectly built for a life of stealthy, brutal nighttime ambushes in the jungle, consuming about 150 pounds worth of prey each week. And yet today, there are just about as many of these apex predators pacing the backyards of Texas as there are roaming the wild in the whole rest of the world. That's partly because there's no law against owning a tiger in Texas, as long as you've got 300 square feet of space and an 8-foot fence. And apparently, Texans are really enthusiastic about the idea of owning a charismatic, deadly predator. Only a few hundred owners have officially registered their pets with the state, but rescue shelters field so many calls from distressed Texans who are either going broke buying cat food or are worried about becoming cat food themselves that experts estimate the actual Texan tiger population to be around 3,000. Tiger researchers in Asia have used camera traps to come up with roughly the same estimate for the wild tiger population. But while the number of wild tigers continues to decline, due both to poaching and a decrease in prey, the captive tigers will most likely keep multiplying. Not only are the cultural climate and actual climate in Texas right for exotic pet ownership, but tigers, unlike other endangered megafauna, actually breed really well in captivity. And it's because of all that food. Even in a small enclosure, a well-fed female can give birth to more than a dozen cubs a year, several times more than her wild relatives. At the rate they're disappearing from the forests of Asia and popping up in the backyards of America, tigers may soon go from being a symbol of wildness to being yet another sign that everything really is bigger in Texas.
So there you go. It's Minute Earth. I highly recommend subscribing to Minute Earth. It's a great YouTube channel. It's run by the same guy that does Minute Physics, which is also an incredible YouTube channel to subscribe to. So yeah, there you guys go.
So we're gonna have an overpopulation of. I mean, if they just start eating Texans, I mean,
I just imagine you just go to like Texas Furry Fiesta and it's just all like tigers.
There's
there.
only tiger furries there.
They should do that. They should just make like a photo shoot at Texas Furry Fiesta of all tigers. I need to go to Texas Furry Fiesta at some point. I hear it's a good time.
Yeah, I've heard it's pretty good too.
Yeah.
I think of tigers in Texas. I think of his Father of the Pride.
What?
The TV show?
Nope.
Which is actually lions, but
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh yeah, it had the word pride in it, so of course it would.
It's anthropomorphic animals. It is a great series. It is full of snark. And there's a coyote that's high on drugs.
Never heard of it.
Well, I'm telling you of it, so now you've heard of it.
I know, I'm just saying, I've never heard of it.
Yeah, that's why I'm telling you it right now, so you watch it. And enjoy it.
Kill me.
Enjoy it.
No,
And
I'm
watch
not
it.
going to enjoy it just because you told me to. No, I do. I might watch it. Where is it? Like, where did you say? I'm sorry, I wasn't listening. Selective hearing.
Can you read Pharaoh?
I just gotta take a moment just to stare at him in disgust.
I love you too.
Thank you.
Mi amor.
Pharaoh, can you read the first article link under biology animal? I think it would be a good fun one. It's the first article link, not the first video link. Yeah, that one. And this one is an interesting story.
Also, sorry, I can't find any stupid news because America's stupid news is just Trump being president. So like every single news source, stupid news, literally has news of Trump being president. So that's why it's hard for me to actually give a lot of articles because we're just the laughingstock of the entire world right now, and it's all about Trump.
Yeah, but luckily, this website news.com.au has some good stuff. So thanks, random news site in Australia.
Man takes pet crocodile for walks to the shop, brushes its teeth, and cuddles it.
Pretty normal.
Where is this?
Japan.
Oh, it would be Japan.
That's racist.
No, it's not.
Most people settle for cats or dogs as their pet of choice. But one Japanese man is taking things a step further, adopting a giant 6'8" caiman. Nobumitsu Marbarashi, 65, can regularly be seen strolling down the road with his unlikely pet, much to the bemusement of passerbys. And despite weighing an eye-watering 45 kilograms, the gentle giant lives inside Mr. Marabashi's home in Kure City, Hiroshima, Japan. Oh wow.
And there's just a video of him actually, like...
私の飼ってるワニはね、メガネカイマンいう種類なんです。今、2メートル10センチ。
He has now grown to a hefty 2.1 meters and 46 kilograms.
キロになっとったんですよね。僕もまあここまで大きい。
I've never thought he would grow this big. I've taken care of him for 34 years.
34
years. Wow.
とにかくスキンシップ。
I always try to communicate with him by brushing his teeth, etc.
Oh my god.
That's every day. My wife is fed up with me. So I'm spending my days playing with my Kaiman. Or Kaiman. I take him for walks when he has time with permission of City Hall. What the fuck? Sometimes they stop by a kindergarten to play with the children. I heard they could live over 70 years. He looks pissed. I'm already 65. I need to try to live another 30 years.
I don't think he looks pissed. It's like the happiest fucking creature ever. Even though it's wild, it's like, just pet me.
I want one.
Yeah. An alligator? An alligator?
It's a caiman, not an alligator.
All the scaly furries are like, yeah.
The same thing?
Just
right?
like that.
The pair have been living together for 34 years after Mr. Mariabashi originally purchased the caiman.
Somebody in chat, wow, that weighs just as much as Paradox.
Who he inevitably named just Cayman. As a baby from an exotic animal festival, he was subsequently given permission from the city's government to keep the unusual pet at his home. I never thought he would grow this big. It's been 34 years since I got him. I have to try to communicate with him to actually brush his teeth. And my wife is definitely not a fan.
Dude, that's nuts.
Wow.
I didn't know they lived that long.
70 years.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Damn.
A lot of beep boops.
And there were a lot of beep boops. Oh, well, that's all the articles that I had prepped for tonight.
What's interesting enough, though, with wild animals is a lot of times it's all dependent on the animal itself. So, like, not only is it depending on the actual, like, animal, like the species, but the actual, like, personality of the animal you find.
Yeah.
Because there's wolves that will just randomly come up to humans. There's,
foxes that will too. And stare at men naked in their bedrooms. Can't forget that.
Bear, wasn't that about you? I think that was about you.
Somebody in chat is like, animals have personalities. They do. I know I do.
No, you don't. It's not real.
I'm a real
It's
dog.
the chocolate talking.
I'm a real dog.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm not a real dog. We figured that out before.
You can't shit in the woods.
I can't poop outside.
CJ is not a real dog because he can't poop outside.
Jeez. All right.
I had one last thing.
Okay, that's fine.
I just didn't know no one else had anything else to
contribute.
Yeah, I don't really have anything right now.
No, I don't have anything.
Wow. Just failures.
Excuse me.
Wah, wah.
Somebody in chat says the creatures are beautiful. I love the commitment of the owner. Yeah, definitely. It seems like the guy takes very good care of it.
And brushes his teeth.
Yeah, exactly. Even brushes his teeth.
Chicago. Wolves rob bank.
What? What?
I don't know what you guys are talking about. I'm not rich.
Yeah, okay.
I don't have any money.
Oh, no. So that's where all that money
A suspect wearing a wolf mask robs a suburban bank at gunpoint. This is the 5th bank thus far that has been robbed by wolves, the FBI states.
The FBI states.
Chicago.
Listen, I know there's all this drama.
Shit.
Listen, I know there's all this drama over Hillary Clinton in the emails, but listen, we got to take care of this wolf bank problem. Because this is a serious issue here.
Wouldn't it be great if at MFF this year there's no wolves there? They all planned this.
Chicago.
Wow.
A suspect wearing a wolf mask has robbed the Fifth Third Bank branch at gunpoint Friday afternoon in far west suburban DeKalb. At 4:11 p.m., the robbers showed a handgun during the robbery at the branch at 2707 Sycamore Way, according to the FBI. And this has been an ongoing spree. He has described as a black man standing 6 feet tall and wearing a wolf mask, red hat, light colored pants, and a dark blue long sleeve shirt.
So it's a black wolf.
Anthropomorphic
black wolf.
The big bad wolf is definitely going after some bacon.
Wow.
And he has not been caught.
Oh my god.
So he's going to be at MFF?
Yeah.
So there's a rich black wolf walking around MFF.
I'm going to find him.
Yep. Then we know.
Imagine if like just tons of people just dressed up like this person at MFF, which is a shitty like Halloween wolf mask with a red hat. MFF is just raided by police and FBI.
Wouldn't be the first time MFF got raided.
Ha. Ha. Damn it. True.
Yeah.
Snakes on a plane happened. Like everything just is going to chaos. Like for the fires in Buffalo, snakes on a plane actually
I saw that there was actually a snake on a plane.
There's 2 now.
2?
Yeah.
Wait, 2 snakes on the same plane?
No,
or
2 planes with snakes.
Wow.
Oh yeah, I did see an article online about like some person's like taking a video of them taking off and like this snake just falls from like where the baggage is stored.
Yeah.
And is just like on the ground. Man, that would freak everybody out. Like, how did it get there?
That would freak me the fuck out. I would definitely not want to be on that plane.
Yeah. All right. You guys ready for emails?
No.
I know, we're never ready for emails.
I mean, yes, but no.
But our email video is...
Where's all the good mail gone, and where are all the fans? Where's the streetwise fursuits to fight the rising spam? Isn't there a white knight upon a centaur steed? Late at night I toss and I turn and I dream of what I read.
All right, so let's get that email lower third up, and I'm just going to pause the video really quick right there. So, this is an email called, "You Need More Cats on the Show, Just Saying."
Ha.
Hello, everyone.
What's the definition of cat again?
Oh, yeah.
You basically just to kick them when something goes wrong. They're indestructible, though.
Disposable by nature.
Hello, everyone, and insert guest here. My name is Kashmir, the Ear Cat Supreme. Okay, I'm a lynx, but that sounds cooler. Anyway, I just have a few questions I wanted to drop on you guys so I can get thoughts on it.
Sorry. Ear Cat Supreme? Was that what he called himself?
Yeah, the Ear Cat Supreme.
But it's a lynx. I like that, actually.
Yeah.
That's clever. Give you that.
Feel it.
Firstly, with Vine shutting down in coming months, how do you think the furry fandom will adjust?
Massive butthurt.
Yeah, massive butthurt. Well, first of all, there's several competitors to Vine now at this point, and there's Twitter video.
Well, no, and then like there's companies right now that are going to buy Vine.
Oh, really?
There's a bunch of companies now that want to buy it instead of it going to shut down. Yeah. Only thing is that instead of shutting it down, Twitter will lose money because they bought it for like $10 million. And people there offering only like $3 to $4 million for it.
So the problem with Twitter is Twitter's one of those companies that like, if they make like less than a few $1 million on what they made last year, they think they're failing.
Yeah.
It's like, it's one of those like Silicon Valley startup, oh my God, gotta pray, provide for the investors. So like Twitter will make like 10% on last year and they're like, oh my God, we're failing. And it's like, just fucking, can't you just exist? I've never understood the whole, that Silicon Valley startup mindset.
Yeah.
I hate that crap. Anyway, I feel like it would be a pretty large source of entertainment and fun for many. I've heard many people say a YouTube migration will happen, or maybe moves to Instagram, or even some newer Vine-ish site called Coob is a possibility. Thoughts? Also, this one more for Paradox. About a month ago, my band was in Buffalo, or in Tonawanda area for the show. Studios in Buffalo, for those who don't know, Buffalo, New York. It is a nice place, and thought popped into my head of being a guest on the show one day. How does this work? Do you need a background check, drug test? Do I need to sign a waiver for my sanity? Okay, yes to all of the above. No. So generally, people come through the area all the time, and sometimes we have them on the show. Generally, it goes like this. We kind of like to at least meet you first. Like, if we could go out to eat, or maybe we met you at a con or something. Like, if you're somebody I know well online, then usually it's like a little bit different. But, like I've had a few people message me literally an hour before the show and be like, yo, I'm driving through your area, and it's like somebody that I've never talked to ever before, and they're like, yeah, can I be on the show tonight? And I'm like, no, because I don't know who you are or where you're coming from or anything. So yeah, just in general, like as long as we can like hang out a little bit or something like that. And if you're coming through the area, even if it's not during a weekend, just like let us know on Twitter or something, because we can totally like, grab a bite to eat or something, as long as it's like an appropriate time of day, stuff like that. So
don't be a lizard, you'll get nommed.
Yeah, I do bite him all the time. It is not super far away, seeing as I live in Pittsburgh, so if the stars align, it can be a possibility on my end. So yeah, definitely, hit us up, keep us posted.
Pittsburgh's not far, it's like 3 hours.
3 hours about. So yeah, hope you guys have a great night. Stay fuzzy, stay weird. P.S. It's my birthday today. That's a thing. Woo, Kashmir. Oh, awesome. And this email was sent today, so happy birthday, Kashmir. There we go. And I'm just going to mark that as completed and read live.
I have an email, I think.
Okay, go ahead.
Hold on. I'm thinking. Yes, I do. Okay.
All right, go ahead.
Hello, FurCast. My name is Kobe. I recently have gotten into your podcast. Don't. Sorry for the pun. As well as the furry fandom. My friend told me about it and decided to check it out on YouTube.
What a shitty friend.
Yeah, well, you probably should not consider them a friend anymore. Let me say you all made me laugh and brightened my day. By the way, CJ, you are a pink husky. Or by the way, CJ the pink husky, I think you're really cute. Keep being you. Thanks. Appreciate that. Anyways, I had some questions I don't really know who or where to ask, being new to the fandom and all. I was wondering if there was any ways to communicate with other furries.
Nope, 0. You just have to bark, and if they don't understand you, then it's at a loss.
You're fucked.
It kind of sucks, actually.
Such as talk about the fandom and such. Another question I have was, when going to cons in a fursuit, what are some basic things that I should know to do and not do? Thanks so much for reading this email, Kiddo the Softpaw. P.S. I made an original species called Softpaw, and I promise they won't end up like Dutch Angel Dragons and Cult the Fandom.
My suggestion, first time suiting would probably, and I know I don't.
A butthole?
What?
Does his species have a butthole?
I mean, that's a valid question.
What I'm going to do is, since I'm not a suitor, I'm going to start, and then we'll move on to advice from actual suitors.
Hey, I'm not a suitor either.
My advice would... fine.
Can lizards even
Don't
suit?
hump everything.
My advice would be know the area of the con a little bit before you suit. So, like, if it's your first time ever being at the con, maybe don't.
Unless
suit
you want an
enough.
adventure.
Yeah, unless you want an adventure. Second, if it's your first time, maybe bring like a handler with you, just like a friend who can help you out. And maybe you don't
Or go
need
badass
that.
and go alone.
Or possibly a squirt gun.
Drink water.
And stay hydrated. Hydrate.
Yes.
Yep.
Don't dehydrate yourself.
Oh, I meant to like squirt people away if they try to hug you, but yeah,
you can do that too.
Well, you could also have like some kind of species that like hisses and sprays water. At
Not
people.
just water.
Acid.
People always say drink water. No, drink more than water.
Drink Gatorade.
Drink Gatorade. Drink something that has electrolytes.
That'll replenish you because
if you just drink water, you're gonna fuck yourself too.
Suiting, especially fursuiting, takes a lot out of you.
Shout out to Kyril in the chat room who says, "I live 5 hours away. Can I be on the show tonight?"
Things you should do and not do of fursuiting. Barry, do you want to start?
To be honest, I feel like at this point,
Don't
I
be a blue
even know.
fox. Don't be a blue fox.
Because now it's all subjective. What group are you hanging with?
Oh wait,
true.
Wait, did someone say like, does a furred lizard even have a suit? Did you say that?
I said, can a lizard even suit?
I mean, there was that one guy at Anthrocon.
Well, you can shed your skin. That's what I'm saying. I mean, it's your skin is kind of like a suit. Your shirt says "Got Lizards."
Yeah.
It does. I did not even notice that.
I just noticed that now, this far into the show.
Your shirt does say "Got Lizards."
Yeah.
Did you get that custom?
I don't know. My otter just got it for me randomly.
Oh, your otter. Okay. For those who don't know, that's his gay boyfriend.
Oh my god.
Ew. Gays are disgusting. Okay, jeez, guys. Okay.
Is homosexual in that dictionary?
Oh,
find it.
Yeah, that's a good one. Fursuiting, just do it. Clean your suit. Make sure it's clean. Nobody likes a smelly fursuit. Some people do.
There might be the word gay, but it probably just meant happy back when that was written.
Let me take the glasses off for this one. I really hope homosexuals in here.
Honestly, like,
fuck, it's not.
Is gay? Search for, yeah.
Let me see. Oh, wrong way.
Nope. I can't really give like any good advice of what not to do with fursuit. I mean, like the basics are just staying hydrated, because then it really comes down on the group of people you're hanging out with. And I used to never say like everything happens now in fursuit.
Yep. I mean, I don't know, like, it's hard to say what a basic do and don't is in fursuit, because like
you could steal things.
Yeah,
like, it's cute.
You can be an asshole and nobody's gonna do anything about it because you're fucking adorable. But
depends on how adorable. Like as you have a more adorable suit, you can get away with a lot more.
Oh yeah.
So
definitely.
like if you don't have a cute suit, if you like have like a more like realistic suit, you can't really get away with a lot.
Fuck. That's why Wolfman is able to steal, like, rob money from banks. He's probably got an adorable fursuit head. And they're like, yeah, I have the money. Aw, look how cute he is. He's begging for his little wolf.
No, he has like two heads, so like he has like a really mean one that he goes and give me all the money, and then when he goes out of the bank, he just rips that one off, puts on a cute head, and then starts walking down the street, and Officer's like, "Oh, can I take a picture?" He's got like two bags of money. He's like,
just gonna say, he's got like money stuffed into his shirt, like it's just like overflowing. He's like, "Yeah, what's up?" Oh my god. We way off track, like always. Holy shit!
No.
So can I go over this email that we received?
Yeah, we can.
Okay, so we received a ridiculous email, and I really feel bad that I'm kind of sort of maybe revealing the guy's email address, but it's just a Gmail address, so I don't think it's that bad, and it's also a furry name, so I think they say their name in the email. If I scroll the way down to the bottom, yes, they do. Okay, so. On the screen is a really, really, really long email that somebody sent us, and if you want to pause and read that. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to take this email. Let's highlight the whole thing here. Yeah, and we're going to copy.
That's a really long email.
And let's go to this free text summarizer website. And let's paste it here, and let's just do summarize that in 4 sentences. There we go. Summarize. And there we go. All right. A few months ago, I had a very bad breakup with a long-distance girlfriend, roughly 10.5 hours of highway driving away. I met her when I started working for a convention in Vancouver. She was my deputy, second-in-command, assistant, whatever you want to call it. We got to know each other. We became good friends, and I usually, like I would with random people. Heartbroken inside, I kept face, but I felt happy at the same time. Not that she found someone, but I was simply happy that she was happy. After a day or two, she came to me to forgive me because she said she actually didn't know how I was feeling and wanted to start knowing. I told her I didn't even know if she cared at all, and that I had spent thousands of hours listening and talking to her about her life, being the shoulder to cry on, talking to her about shouting and yelling when she needed to rant. Okay, so yeah, I guess that's the summary of the email. So basically, how to deal with a breakup. My suggestion would be...
What is this site? Like, and how did this magic happen?
It is called freesummarizer.com.
What if you do like 5 sentences?
We could do that. Here, let's do it. Let's see. Let's just paste the email in there, and let's do 6.
Okay.
Let's do 6 sentences. Summarize. All right. A few minutes ago, but after having her boyfriend at the time dumped in a really bad way, I realized I cared a lot more about her than I did with regular friends. Let's see. After a few hours of tears finally pouring everything into the table, she finally broke down. I knew she finally saw how broken I was, and at that point, I told her I forgave her because for the first time, she realized what my life was and what I sacrificed for her. Wow, so that's a pretty rough breakup. My suggestion is simply, continue going to cons, continue socializing with people, continue...
this website, though, time out.
I'm still just...
Oh, and by the way, this website actually has an option to expand text, so if you want to sound smart about something, you could just write a short sentence and it'll actually...
Can you write in the definition of cat and then expand on it?
Yeah, can you please do that?
Here, let's see. Free summarizer.
Let me find cat. Where is it?
Let's see. I'm not sure if I just click that. There we go. Hack growth. Oh, no, never mind. This is an ad for something. Never mind. This isn't one other way. Yeah, this is just some stupid thing. Yeah.
You got my hopes up.
Yeah. Well, there are websites that do that though. But
sad face.
But yeah, my suggestion is I guess continue like going to cons and talking with people and
Did you summarize?
Don't limit yourself based on
I feel like we're missing some points here.
What?
I don't know, but I feel like we're missing points here.
But he was just talking about the breakup. That's all it is. I read the whole email, the whole actual email, and that's really all it is. It's just talking about a breakup.
Whose breakup? His breakup or her breakup?
His breakup. Silverhoof's breakup. Silverhoof lost the girlfriend, and he's writing the email in to describe what he felt. Yeah. And so we're giving advice about, how to deal with that.
That was the biggest wall of text I've ever seen.
Yeah, that's pretty massive.
Here, we'll read the last line of the email. But I just feel like I'm missing a piece of my own spirit. I'm scared I'll fall into depression again and wanted to ask. So yeah. I still feel angry whenever I see her on Facebook or talk to friends, but so yeah, again, it's basically just about a breakup. I mean, there's a whole email there, but yeah, I mean, I would say the main thing you can do is just...
it's a huge email.
Continue don't limit your social life based on the failure of a connection, because that will
I'd say
help.
life in general is a series of ups and downs with slight moments of non-turbulence of happiness.
Yeah, basically.
Slight moments of non-turbulence. That's a great way to put it.
Slight moments that are almost non-existent in compared to the grand scheme of life itself.
Yeah.
Basically, that's what life is. I mean, there's like I want to say rays, but I feel like rays of hope is still too much. Like
cloudy days of hope. Is there a definition of hope? I think there's a definition of hope.
Yeah, I think you read it. Somebody read it. Didn't you read it?
Is there happiness in there?
Hold on.
We're educating everyone in definitions from the 1800s of.
Please have egg halo hand handkerchief. Yeah, happiness.
Yeah, happiness.
An agreeable sensation arising from contemplating the misery of another. Hold on. Happiness. An agreeable sensation arising from contemplating the misery of another. Happiness.
So Schadenfreude?
I was going to say, it's exactly what Schadenfreude is, isn't it? Like happiness at the misfortune of others.
Wow. That's terrible.
Making me feel glad that I'm not you.
That is actually the happiness at the misfortune of others.
Okay,
This is contemplating others' unhappiness to make yourself feel happy that you're not them.
Yes. Well, wait, what was, you said happiness, and what was the other one? No,
Hope.
that was it. Hope. Let me see. There's got to be hope in here. I mean, this guy is so fucked up. Like, I would be surprised if hope wasn't in here.
I thought hope was.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
Desire and expectation rolled into one. Yeah, you read that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Happiness. I like that definition way too much. I like this whole book way too much.
I don't know. I guess my advice is that there's always going to be down moments and there's always going to be someone else. But at the same time, it's like you have to just. I don't want to sound negative on a notation because there's always going to be a moment of time where you're at your lowest, but at the same time, you can only really go up from there. And I guess it sounds kind of dark, but at the same time, I feel that just with how things go, there's never going to, even if you have like a completely highlighted, like top of the, nothing can ever go wrong, you'll always have that chance of misfortune that eventually is going to overtake some sort of moment. And how you kind of handle that moment itself is what kind of determines the person you are. So if you lived a life without kind of misfortune or, without any kind of turbulence, I guess you'd say, you wouldn't really develop as a dynamic and powerful individual. So, I mean, each person that develops on their own and how you handle different situations and how you kind of come forth from those situations actually kind of makes you a stronger and more dynamic person in the long run.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the thing. A breakup can, one of the things a breakup usually does is it teaches you more about yourself.
It does.
Learning with FurCast.
Feelings, emotions. Oh shit, emotion is one in here. That was a good one. I like emotions.
I like emotions.
Emotions was good.
There's abracadabra in there too.
Abracadabra? Where's emotions?
I like how we've just...
Sorry, this is great. Like this.
Anyway, I need to leave this open. So do you see the subject line in the email so you can catalog it?
I can and I will.
All right. And there's a few people in the chat room who are saying like it would have been a better idea to read the whole email, but the thing is we couldn't have done that within a half an hour.
It was a very long.
It was a very long email. So yeah, the thing is like there were no paragraphs in the email, so it was I think better for the sake of what we can talk about here on the show to just simply give advice on dealing with breakups. And if if that to the person who emailed in, if you want more advice, maybe strike up a live conversation with a person or something. Because unfortunately we don't. I wish we had time to read the whole thing, but and read the specific, some of the additional specifics of your breakup. But
there are some things that you kind of have to summarize, and
yeah,
I know every emotion is important, but every emotion should not be documented in the form of text. In a short time span of a person that can only read this on a small segmented part of a show.
Yeah. So I'm just going to mark that as completed.
But in the same sense, I would say life is full of turmoil, and how you kind of develop and how you kind of change from those moments definitely is a drawing factor of who you become and how you act.
Yeah.
But that's all I can say on that.
Mm-hmm. That's about it.
See. Weren't you reading emotion? I thought you were you had this huge build up to reading emotion, and then you just
think you wanted me to read it. I'll read it. Hold on.
You don't have to read it. Maybe I don't want you to read it now.
I'm going to read it. A prostrating disease caused by the determination of the heart to the head. It is sometimes accompanied by a copious discharge of hydrated chloride of sodium from the eyes.
Wow. I'm just looking for another email here.
I love this man. Someone wanted you to look up intercourse or sex.
Intercourse? I don't know. Hold on. Enough. All there is in the world if you like it.
Wow.
That's good. Okay, well, intercourse. Let's see if that's in here.
I'm so upset that we didn't do Extra Life this year, but I haven't had time.
I just found the one that you read, CJ. I'm just gonna mark that as red.
Okay.
Red line. I'm just going through emails trying to find another good one to read for episode 250. I'm just finding all the messages from people on Patreon about their pledges, which we put in this month. And yeah, shout out to Skitters who joined us for Patreon shout outs this month.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah,
by the way,
we might have to do that again.
I really hope they have intercourse. That'd be great. Is that a cat?
That was the loudest cat meow.
That was a really loud meow. No, what? Really? Okay, what about sex? They gotta have sex. That cat is going hard outside the door right now.
Yeah. All right, so I guess actually we have another email on relationship advice, so we might as well stay on that topic. Let me just get the lower third up again. There we go. All right. Hi there, Waves, OWO.
Oh, whoa.
LOLJK. So anyways, dear FurCast, this is my first time emailing in. I guess I'll start by introducing myself. My name is Jonathan, but refer to me by my Sona. Lavender Cougar by the name of Vertical. Real original, I know. So I have this issue with my current boyfriend, and I'm not sure what to do. There's some just live FurCast animal noises going on in the background there. Here is some backstory. Back when I was a freshman, I dated this guy, which I'll refer to as Cadellis. I think it's Cadellis, in person. We broke up after he had issues with depression, and he said he wanted to end things before they went sour. Well, after him, I dated this other guy long distance who actually called into your show once, and we lasted for over 1.5 years until August. Soon after we split up, Catalyst managed his issues and we got back together. Everything was great for a while, but it felt like things kind of died down. I know he's busy with work, managing college applications and coding stuff, but I still didn't feel like we see each other enough. When we can go a week without talking or texting, and we go to the same school. I'm not one of those guys that's super needy and needs him to walk me into my classes or anything, not at all. I just think that talking every once in a while would be good. Probably even taking me on a date sometimes. This is where my issue comes in. I'm not sure what to do. I brought this up multiple times, but he still hasn't really done much to accommodate :face. Should I stick with him and hope things get better, or simply break things off? Thanks, guys. Keep being awesome. Okay, Is that a monogamous closed relationship? Because that almost makes me wonder if... I don't know. I mean, it could just be that that person's busy, or it could be you're not as much a priority for them, or it could be... I don't know, because you said you've talked to them, right? Because I was going to say, maybe the relationship is different to you than it is to them. Not because they're trying to neglect you or anything, but just simply because, you guys both see it or feel it in different ways. But, I mean, if you've talked to them about it, they should know that. So, I don't know, I guess I would say, I don't know, maybe you let them know that, like, you know, you need a little more, and what I would say is don't.
These cats.
Yeah, there's cats meowing outside. I would say
I kick you.
I can't
terrible.
see.
Get them a mic.
If you go and tell them that you need more and that you can't handle the way the relationship is now, don't do it in a way where you're blaming them or putting them on the spot. Just be like, you know, hey, you know, I kind of want to do this stuff. I really understand you're busy and that's fine. But, you know, do you think it's okay if maybe I start to think of myself as being able to spread out and get that stuff elsewhere? And this person might be really happy about that. They might be like, yeah, I hope you can get what you're looking for from other people. Or they actually might feel really terrible about it and might be like, no, you're my boyfriend, you know, we're in a closed relationship or something. So it kind of depends on the person and your relationship. I'm not really sure. But that would be my suggestion there. I don't know if you guys have any other suggestions.
No, I agree with you. Didn't we recently just talk about something, kind of the same thing, how somebody wanted more? I know we were talking about it, like from like a relationship standpoint.
I think so.
And like how to ask for it. Didn't we talk about? I know we were talking about that. Like it was like a few episodes ago.
Yes.
Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm. We had a whole discussion on.
Yeah, like.
Where are these coming from?
I don't know this.
I heard like a cat like behind me, and it scared the shit out of me right now.
There was one here earlier.
Yeah, there was a cat in here earlier.
I feel like
so all like it's like so like we said like we read this definition of cats, like, you know, their nature's like kicking bags here, and then all of a sudden there's like meows coming from the corners of the room. There's meows coming from behind me. Like I don't know what the fuck is happening in here.
We're being attacked by felines. Clearly that's what's happening.
I feel like that's just relevant to this email as far as, you know, figuring that out. Just on how to, like you said, like how I can't talk today, on how to ask for something like that. It's okay. I feel your pain. It's not good. But love is stupid anyways.
No, I wouldn't say that.
No, it's not. But there's a good definition for love in here.
Oh, yeah, is there?
Yeah.
What is it? Do you have it?
Yes, of course I have it. Right. I segued right the fuck into that.
All right. So what is it?
Love. A temporary insanity curable by marriage or by removal of the patient from which the influence under which... Wait. Hold on. I'm going to restart that because I just can't read today.
All right.
A temporary insanity curable by marriage or by the removal of the patient from which the influences under which he incurred the disorder. This disease, like caries and many other ailments, is prevalent only among civilized races living under artificial conditions. Barbarous nations breathing pure air and eating simple food enjoy immunity from its ravages. Ravages. Come on. It is sometimes fatal, but more frequently to the physician rather than to the patient.
Wow.
Love.
Damn.
You have to play that John Chun song.
All right, I will play it a little later.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow.
The only way to cure yourself of love is to not be around that which influences it, or
marry them,
which eventually will be cursed.
And sometimes you can die from it.
Fatal attractions.
Yeah, that's okay.
That's really negative. I'll log on stuff there.
Well, it is the devil's dictionary. So, I mean...
Well, that's really negative.
Well, we're talking Satan here, all right?
We just have it that you read every single one of those, like, every definition in Satan's voice here.
Oh, no, I couldn't do that. I could do it. I just need to take my headphones out because I would laugh too hard. Hold on. I'm really... Okay, sex or... What was the other one? What's the other... Sex isn't in here, which I'm very surprised about, actually. Yeah, it's not. That's disappointing.
All right. Well, I can turn on demon voice whenever you want.
I'm trying to find. I need to get a good one. Now you put me on the spot.
We definitely put you on the spot.
Yeah.
Pain was in there.
Pain without love. Pain can't get enough. Pain. Like it rough.
Okay.
Foxes take pain, but it's never enough.
Oh my god.
Well, you're not lying.
All right, go ahead.
All
right, go ahead.
An uncomfortable frame of mind that may have a physical basis in something that is being done to the body or may be purely mental, caused by the good fortune of another. Pain.
Wow. That's pretty... Okay.
Well, it's Satan, so... Yeah.
Wow. All right.
Pain. I think everybody should read that book. Just because.
So we have a quick email. I have a quick one.
Can I get the invoice just for a quick one?
Sure. Go ahead.
I'm enjoying this way too much. I'm sorry.
All right, go ahead.
Politeness. The most acceptable form of hypocrisy.
Is that it?
Yes.
Wow, that's terrible.
God.
All right.
I can't handle demon voice.
Close out that VST effect before we get into more trouble. Phi and Paw. Hello there. I am Fake Jars.
Yep.
I'm a pink pussy.
Oh my God! Wait, what?
That's what it says.
Pink pussy.
My species is Felis rebundus, aka lolcat. Wow. FurCast uses the phi paw symbol with a paw. I wasn't able to conclusively figure out what that means. I'd like to request some of your juicy self-determination. Is it a reference to philosophy? Why? I mean, I'd understand it in combination with the paw, but the phi symbol generally used to replace philosophy flavor, like lambda or ra in physics. Please elaborate. There's a second somewhere. Okay, so I'm going to stop really quick, first of all, because CJ is probably going to read something. What is this?
I could wait.
Okay.
It's good, though.
All right. So, first of all, we do use the phi paw for our logo. It's down there next to CJ in the lower third right there. I can actually make it go away and turn into a thing that says live. So I'll do that. But anyway, so the phi paw, it is phi for the letter F, because I believe it's the Greek letter F. And so essentially it is a paw, but with the Greek letter F inside of it. So instead, because I guess the reason that the phi paw was invented was because, you know how you drive down the highway and you'll see like a car with like a paw bumper sticker. Mm-hmm. And your first thought in your mind is, oh my God, is that a furry? And it's not a furry. It's just like a logo paw. For,
I love my Shih Tzu.
It'll be like, I like my Russell Terrier. Or like sometimes it's just like a school or, university mascot or something. Well, anyway, the whole point of the phi paw is to distinguish furry. It's still a paw print, but it's a phi paw print. Anyway, we do not own phi paw. It is a open, public domain logo, and you can actually Google search phi paw and find. Actually, I think we made a vector for it. I don't know if there's a public vector available for it. I know the one that's in our lower third, we had to make a vector in order to make the animation. You can at least get a decently resolution PNG image of it on the Wikifur page for phi paw. Maybe we should upload our vector to the phi paw page because it's a good vector and it would fit in well. But yeah, so we just use it to unify like this is the furry show. But yeah.
This is a furry show.
It is the Greek letter for the sound we pronounce of f. That's why. PH. So furry.
Not in
furry
my language.
Paw. Not in your language? Not in lizard language?
Nope.
All right. So,
How do you speak with a lizard tongue?
He's a parcel tongue.
This is relevant to times.
All right.
Current times. Presidency. The greased pig in a field game of American politics.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
The greased orange pig in the field game of American politics.
Perfect.
We just need to edit that.
What was the next one? What was the actually president?
It was just president. Well, now, of course, I closed the book.
You failed.
Welcome to my life story.
I've been having more fun with this book than the emails. Sorry, that's why.
Yeah.
The emails have been a little rough tonight.
President, the leading
little bow
figure,
wow.
The leading figure in a small group of men whom and of whom,
excuse me,
only it is positively known that immense numbers of their countrymen did not want any of them for president.
Wow. 1890.
Some guy was writing this book just like, this is going to be really relevant in 2016. Wow.
I wish we could have it would have been great if we could interview this guy. Is he
I believe it'd be nothing but
could we
snark.
find a DeLorean and just interview this guy?
Can we go FurCast back in time and I just really want to talk to this guy and be like, I just want to pet your brain. What goes on? I want to know. Oh god, this guy's
I will
awesome.
continue his work.
You probably could. I mean, you're an asshole, and this guy's this guy's definitely an asshole too. So
my life is full of snark.
I love how for X, did you get to X?
On a scale of nice to asshole, how much are you?
It's somebody in chat posted one. Idiot, a member of a large and powerful tribe whose influence in human affairs has always been dominant and controlling. The idiot's activity is not confined to any special field of thought or action, but, quote, pervades and regulates the whole. He has the last word in everything. His decision is unappealable. He sets the fashion, the opinion of taste, dictates the limitation of speech, and circumscribes conduct with a deadline. Idiot. Jeez.
X is pretty funny. X is just
X the Fox?
No, it's not X the Fox. It just says X. X in our alphabet being a needless letter has an added invincibility to the attacks of the spelling reformers. It's really long, but I just thought that was funny. It's a needless letter.
Wow. Can we call it a night? What do you guys think?
I think we're
I think we're all dead. It's been a long week.
Yeah, I mean...
Plus, we could have an extended post show, take some calls, for episode 250.
Just have fun. Yeah, we can have fun in the post show.
Yeah, we could.
I feel like we can do that.
You guys are listening to FurCast live on XBN. Thank you for joining us for episode 250. 250 episodes. How the hell have we gotten this far?
Through snark.
Zigzag.
But anyway, I just...
Hold
Through
on.
snark. Zigzag.
Zigzag. To move forward uncertainly from side to side as one carrying the white man's burden. Zigzag. Okay, I'm done.
Oh my god, the word hybrid. Hybrid, a pooled issue.
So bad.
Accurate.
Holy shit. I want to marry this guy.
What's your persona?
Pooled. Pooled. Wait, what was it?
A pooled issue.
Oh my god. That's so good. Oh, it's a hybrid persona. Or you're just a problem.
or hybrid cars.
Yeah.
You're just the poolment of an issue. It's so fucking true.
Oh my
Take the worst of
fucking God.
everything.
It's a hybrid. No, that's not good.
No, that's a pooled issue. Thank you, Zen, for posting that one. Humanity, the human race, collectively exclusive of the anthropoid poet. The anthropoid poet. Huh?
Anthropoid.
Oh, wow.
My God. Wow.
Oh, my God. All right. Anyway, I just want to,
Meekness. The uncommon patience in planning a revenge that is definitely worthwhile. Meekness.
Wow. All right, guys. I just want to say thank you, after 250 episodes, to, number one, all of my friends for putting up with me over this ridiculous amount of years that we have been doing this show, including our other show, which has been going on longer than FurCast, more than 8 years now. But I just want to thank our web developer, Zumoro, for putting so much time and effort into what is otherwise just a complete pro bono project.
And eating all the bugs.
Yeah. Wait, what?
What?
That's bats.
No, all the bugs.
Oh, I get it.
Get it?
All the bugs in the website.
It took me a sec too.
Anyway, thank you to just everybody on my TeamSpeak server who puts up with me and everybody else. I also want to thank all of our 100 patrons we have now. Thank you to you guys, and remember, if you're pay more than $5 a month, you get a shout out. If you don't hear yourself in the shout outs, just shoot us an email, and when we update them once a month, we'll have it. And I just want to thank all you guys in the chat room, and so many of you guys that have been with us for years. I don't even know how you guys keep up with the show, but I just want you...
voices haunt your dreams?
What?
Do our voices haunt your dreams?
Yeah. But also, I just want to say that over the years, FurCast, I'm going to stop the music for a second. FurCast is something that has frustrated me to no end for so many reasons. Not only because, I mean, the main thing that drives me to do FurCast is the fact that I like techie shit. Like, obviously, I love being able to, build a crazy studio, and a lot of that is worthwhile because of the fact that, we will be moving into a house. We just bought a house together basically because of us doing the show. So believe me, there is more to come from us. And in terms of us producing shit for the internet for you to consume, there is much more to come. But I just want to say
chaos reigns.
That FurCast is something I am incredibly frustrated with regularly because I've always I love that we do FurCast, and I've always wanted to continue doing FurCast, but it does bother me when I realize
it's a high volatile, high energy show.
What bothers me about FurCast is that it's our flagship thing. Like, I hate telling people, like, oh, I put all this effort into, like, super high production value. Oh, what's it for? It's for shitty, trashy, furry show on the weekend on Saturday. Right? And people are like...
research.
Yeah. People are like, oh, so what do you spend, like, all kinds of money on and, like put tons of time into it? And I'm like, stupid furry show on Saturday. But anyway, I do this radio show with music once a month. So... I don't know, but obviously there's more shows. We want to produce more shows. We want to put more effort into doing more things.
FurCast could be better.
And and that's the thing. So like literally everything behind FurCast, every failed joke we have ever made, down to the fucking microphones that we use, to the studio itself, to the website, to the way you consume it, to the things that you guys like and don't like about the show, I give a shit. I spend so much time not sleeping at night wondering like, wow, I really feel bad that FurCast does this, or wow, I think it's terrible that we do this, or we really need to do this better. And sometimes I push really hard on those things, and other times I don't, just because I don't exactly know where the show's going. But I just want you guys to know that as much as this show fucking bothers and frustrates me that it is our flagship show and it's a stupid Saturday comedy furry show, I give a shit. And so when you guys tell me or suggest things to me, or when we make mistakes, or when we piss people off, I just want you guys to know that I care, and it does matter to me. And I'm doing my best as a person with a full-time job trying to continue the show both at a technical level with the entire team of people who are not paid whatsoever that I coordinate to make the show possible somehow. I don't even know how the hell it works. Animal people are just willing to help out when it's about stupid furry shit. But that's the other thing, and that's what you guys supporting us on Patreon does. Our encoding computer was dying. It had problems. Guess what? We get $500 a month on Patreon. A new streaming computer costs about $500. Guess what? I can just go and buy a $500 computer and replace
build a monument for it.
And that's the thing, though, is it's like the fact that you guys support us and we can continue to make the show better and more reliable. We've put a lot of money and effort into redundancy. Hopefully there will never be a day where FurCast goes down because our power goes out or because the internet goes out. We have multiple internet connections now. We have redundant pathways to stream. I mean, it's like ridiculous. And that's all because of you guys. So I want to
DDoSed and survived.
We have in multiple ways. Yeah.
Right.
So
we've been hacked.
I just want to.
We've been broadcast. We've been
broadcast. The worst thing that happened to us was the fact that we were broadcast. I love that. What's the worst thing that happened to you?
Not hacked, not DDoS. We've been broadcast.
Oh my God. Someone comes up to you and says, so in your 250 episodes, what's like the worst moment that ever happened? We were broadcast. Wait, so like somebody spread your show? Yeah.
But wait. On a Christian Christian radio station.
I still loved the fact that I was downstairs.
We were on the front page of Ars Technica for 2 days. We were on the front page of the BBC Technology for 2 days. All of this shit. And I mean, there is so much ridiculous history with FurCast. It's just unbelievable. So
the moment I'm rewiring my basement. Internet is down. He goes, what the fuck are you doing? Do you know what's happening right now? What's happening right now? We're everywhere.
Dude, I remember where I was when you sent like the Telegram chat. You're like, this is a problem. And I was like, what? And then like you sent like a link and I'm like, holy shit. Oh my God.
It was bad. Yeah. And it was, I will never forget how intense that was for us. But it was also just such a moment of reflection, because when something like when what you do with your friends for entertainment, with for the most part a small group of people, gets
bad influence,
gets that thrown out into the open, you really have to lie in your bed at night and go, okay, what is my life? What am I doing with this? Who am I as a person?
Yeah.
What am I putting my money and effort and time into? And it was just such a it was intense. It was really intense when that happened.
I thought about a lot of stuff when that happened. I mean, me talking about dog knots was only aired over like 100 radio stations. No big deal. It's all good. It's fine. Don't worry about it, guys.
Yep.
Cool. Sick. Fuck my life.
Also, the Trump song "China" was played off live
on that one too.
Yeah, that was played on live at radio.
Oh my God.
Trump, China. China.
Well, hey, the two states that our show got broadcast in the most didn't vote for Trump, so maybe we helped with that.
We helped.
They're like, oh God, he's played on that show. We're gonna vote for Hillary.
Yeah. So, so for those of you who don't know, what we're talking about is the malicious syndication incident. Some person hacked a bunch of FM radio stations all over the world. Actually, I take that back. Some person hacked a bunch of barracks boxes, which happened to be used at radio stations quite frequently, and reprogrammed all of the equipment to tune into our archive stream. So FurCast was broadcast on several FM radio stations and I believe a radio network all across the entire world. And,
from 30 minutes to 12 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were broadcasting for 12 hours. And as soon as we found out about this, we pulled the stream. I mean, we pulled the broadcast down. But yeah, I don't we still don't know who did it, and to be honest, I kind of don't want to know who did it.
There's a dog now.
Oh, there's a dog in the room now. But anyway, so yeah, I just want you guys to know.
I was a bad influence. I was like, let's just go on air. Let's do a show. And he's like, no. I was like, we can do a show right now. That was before I knew that it was like, because we thought it was just one radio station.
Yeah, we thought it was just one.
We knew that it was like 200.
Dude, it was broadcast in like elevators, like, right?
Yeah.
It was like instead of elevator music, there was us talking about God knows what the fuck what, like
possible nuclear power plant.
Wait, really?
Yeah, we I guess because it's been so long we can talk about this, but there was we were trying to look up to see where these barracks boxes were, and one of the IP addresses was in an IP block that's owned by a nuclear processing company, and so chances are for some kind of announcement system in the facility, FurCast was just being blared over a
nuclear power facility.
Oh my God. Oh, I'm so sorry.
We didn't tell that one on air.
Yeah, we didn't talk about that.
We left that one off of every kind of. Yeah.
But anyway, I just want you guys to know, for everything that is good about FurCast and for everything that is terrible about FurCast, I think about it. I care about it, and so I just want you guys to know that like I do have self-awareness over everything that is this fucking show.
Just no self-respect.
I guess. I guess, yeah. Yeah, actually. Thanks for listening, guys.
See, I can continue this book, and I will.
Oh, God.
Yep. Sorry. You have to live with me.
I know. But anyway, so yeah, just to mention that too. So we are in the process of closing on the house. We mentioned this at the beginning of the show, but I just want to reiterate. So possibly within a few weeks, we will have the new house, and on my YouTube channel, I will be vlogging it, and I'll shout that out on the next show whenever that actually starts. But yeah, guys, we are buying a fucking house together. So that
we get it just before the apocalypse happens. And, that's a thing.
You know, I've been thinking about this a lot too, because if you think about it, we're buying a house together. And the single most important factor in our lives, like the reason we know each other, the reason we're buying a house together, the reason we're building this studio, is hands down because of the internet. It is the single most important thing in our lives, and I just think that's really incredible. And so that is, when I think of what I want to do with my life, what I want to dedicate my time to, it is 100. I hope that my real job at some point,
live action memes.
And don't get me wrong, like I have a good job right now, and I'm probably going to have it for quite a while. But I do hope that someday my full-time job is producing audiovisual content for the internet to consume, including all of you guys and furries.
And live action memes.
And live action memes. Yeah. But that is my goal in life, essentially.
Can we make how-to videos like in 1940 style?
How to meme?
No.
Or
like
just
how-to videos in 1940 style of art. Like, no, Jenny. That is not the correct way.
Also, can I just thank you guys? Honestly, the fact that you guys show up here do you ever just be like, "What the fuck am I doing?" when you get out, like, get in your car and drive here?
Not really.
Really?
I mean, like, okay, maybe sometimes. I'm like, what?
When you first came.
Yeah. No, it's just like, okay, time to go be trash. No, I don't know. Like, it's I don't know. I don't know. I don't even think about it anymore. I just do it.
Remember you invited me into your home?
No, I never did that.
Not you, him.
Oh. I don't want you in my home.
It's been 6 years since I've been coming into this room.
I know. Yeah, that's how I met you. I met you when you showed up to be on the show at episode like 6 or something.
I spent more hours in this room than in my own house.
No, probably not.
Probably not. I don't know about that.
We've done,
and keep in mind, we've done.
I don't spend that much time in my house.
Keep in mind though, we've done more than 250 shows because we did all the charity shows that didn't count as numbers, and stuff. So like we've done like probably 260 or 270 weekends. We have fucking done this ridiculous shit. So yeah, if you guys ever worry about like FurCast disappearing or like us not caring, and don't get me wrong, I'm sure FurCast will change over time. I'm sure that 5 years from now, FurCast will be different than it is now. But in terms of, do we give a shit about continuing to produce audiovisual content that is under the same... Let me put it this way. If we build this studio in this new house, and we go just ape shit, like with audiovisual content on the internet, whether it's a crazy YouTube channel or like 24/7 radio or whatever, we will always have something. Maybe it's on the weekend, maybe it'll just be like a little like recorded show or something. There will always be something that is in essence the same level of trash that is this.
Could you imagine if we went to satellite radio?
That would be pretty cool. And actually, you can rent... well, actually, because I'm a nerd, I was actually looking at how much it does cost to broadcast satellite. Besides the uplink equipment to actually like do like QAM modulation and stuff, it costs like a couple $1,000s a month to rent wavelength. The only thing is you'd have to have people who can receive. There'd probably be some like ham radio nerds that would know how to receive the signal, but yeah, satellite bandwidth is not cheap. But
no, but satellite,
you're talking about like Sirius XM, like commercial.
It's actually paying people to go for shows.
I've thought about like maybe sending them like some kind of promote. The thing is, we'd probably have to produce something that would be, I don't want to use the word relevant, but would be consumable in the way that they would need.
We could do a comedy show that is relevant to current politics and everything else that is going on and still be quite funny for our own generation.
I don't know. That'd be interesting. I
know
the
fact that there is nothing that exists in satellite radio.
Yeah, and you and I both have spent a lot of time listening to talk satellite radio.
It is awful.
It's very bad. Yeah.
It is terrible. Not only the mics, but the content. It would just go quiet, and then they would laugh about nothing, and then they would talk about like, I took a shit today. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the one,
and I mean, obviously there's Howard Stern and all that, but just I don't know
there's nothing relevant enough in the gaming industry or in any kind of like talk wise. No one's really actually even produced anything gaming wise, just in the gaming news that is relevant enough for our generation, yet alone like has the capabilities.
The other
of
thing
doing
that's pretty cool is our backyard, and then for the new place has coverage to most of the major satellites in the northern hemisphere that cover North America. So yeah, that would possibly be. I'm not suggesting like we would get into it on our own. I'm just saying like if for somehow the house that we bought became a fucking uplink facility, we could do it. And as ridiculous,
I know how to operate a quad modulator, a QAM modulator,
that's
as well as an uplink to an fiber optic node
for HFC. You mean?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, I don't think satellite uses HFC, but satellite uses like ATSC, like television protocol and stuff like that.
Yeah, I know that too.
Yeah.
I can set it up. I haven't profound myself into actually.
You can actually buy units that do this stuff on eBay.
Oh, I know.
Too. Yeah.
You can buy a full head end.
On eBay, yeah. I always love that.
It's about $20,000.
Yeah, there's a friend of mine who actually bought a CMTS, and he actually has cable modems in his house laid out. And he had to put a pad on it because the CMTS like apparently puts out a really strong signal. It's only DOCSIS 1 though, so it's kind of boring. But
can we just build a cable industry in our basement?
But the point is, we're obviously passionate about this. I hope you guys all realize how passionate we are. I mean, well, CJ's just a dog, but
I'm just a dog.
He's a passionate dog.
A very passionate dog.
But he can't shit in the woods, so he's not that passionate.
No, I'm not that passionate. But I am a passionate dog. I like being a dog.
Yeah.
Can't see it. Dogs are fun.
Anyway, all right.
I want to leave you with this last
all right,
bit
go
of
ahead.
knowledge.
From the devil.
Man.
Okay.
I feel like I need demon voice to end this.
Give me a sec.
No, not so as deep before, but just enough that
A demonic entity has been brought forth. A little deeper. Deeper. Oh, yeah. You hate me? I do hate you. You know, sodomy is a great thing down here. Oh, bend over. No. Anyway, to end with a bit of knowledge. Man. Noun. An animal so lost in rapturous contemplation of what he thinks he is as to overlook what he undoubtedly ought to be. His chief occupation is extermination of other animals and, of course, his own species, which, however, multiplies with such insistent rapidity as to infest the whole habitable Earth and Canada.
Oh my god.
And Canada.
And Canada.
Yep.
Really? Like,
really? Yes.
Where? This guy's my fucking hero.
Thank you guys for tuning in. I've been your host, Paradox the Red Wolf.
I have been your family's fabulous demonic host,
Your
Pharaoh.
family-friendly Blue Fox Pharaoh.
There's nothing family friendly about this show.
The lizard. Meow.
I've been your pink dog, CJ.
What now?
I need a new job so I don't work 12 hours a day like your old server rack job.
Oh, God.
Remember how much energy you had after doing that job?
I usually had energy because I was so furious after it. You're talking about when I was a Linux sysadmin for that one company? Yeah.
Welcome to my life right now.
Well, except we had support. We could do the things we needed. Yeah.
Yes! Take that away from yourself and then come home.
Wow.
It's like a glass box of fart.
Wow.
It's my job.
Fart in a jar.
It's like, here, overachieve. But guess what? We're just going to trap you in this glass box. And I'm just going to shit in it.
Wow.
American ISPs.
Yeah.
After they're brought out by other American ISPs.
All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week.
This is the Zana Broadcasting Network.
Bye, YouTube.